Okay, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is a late Friday night. It's going to be about 40 minutes before it becomes officially Saturday morning.
Hold
Dr.
on,
Earl
hold on.
here. Go ahead.
Earl, I don't know if this, it says live stream offline. I'm looking at the link you just gave me,
Hmm.
and it says live stream offline
Oh, really? Because
in the bottom right corner.
it's starting right now on my end.
Okay, let me refresh.
Hmm.
Okay, now it's finally showing. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now we're booming. Okay, so once again, had a little bit of trouble going live here. It's been a while since I'd used Discord. And of course, I'm here with Devious Dave Rose. Danny MT is going to be joining in later on during the program. We'll be discussing a lot of things. It's been a while since we did a show together. Since of course, blah blah blah. Let me get things set up here. Everything is ready to roll. Of course, it's been a while since I did a one-on-one with Dave since that one couple of Music Maniacs episode, and I figured, hey, it's Friday night, let's have a good time. You know, Danny MT contacted me through Discord talking about listening to some throwback music from Joe Walsh. I figure, hey, let's use this opportunity to talk about throwback music that we started revisiting, reviving, and because I have a few throwback albums that I have to talk about most definitely, and starting with Billy Squire, "Enough Is Enough" from 1986. I discovered it by accident in the local record shop. It was a promo cassette I used to listen to a lot of times when I used to cruise around the Troy and Sterling Heights areas back in southeast Michigan during the summertime. It was a good album, one of my favorite albums from Billy, without any question. An album that should have gotten more recognition and more respect without any doubt. But we all know what happened to his career after that one video that he did a couple years earlier. I'm sure you ever heard about that, Dave, the video that ruined his career.
No.
Oh man, it was a mess. I saw the video originally when it came out. It was 1984. It's a song called Rock Me Tonight. And it had pink satin sheets on the bed that Billy was sleeping in. And he was dancing around, kind of like in like his usual stuff that he did on stage on those early videos, like In the Dark, The Stroke, but somehow it had a gay vibe to it. And back then, anything homosexual related was not welcome. So a lot of people were turned off by that. A lot of people were upset. Now, the album that song was released on, Signs of Life, that was a big hit. Other songs from that album became radio hits as well. But somehow, after all that, people kind of like questioned Billy Squire's manhood and stuff, and I guess his career kind of like got derailed as a result, which is a sad thing because the guy went on to have some massive good songs years afterwards. Like he had albums like Creatures of the Night, Here and Now, Don't Say You Love Me. He had a lot of other hits like All Tied Up, which I enjoyed here on the radio. That was back in 1990. And of course, the album I just mentioned, Enough is Enough, which, by the way, features a couple cameos from Mr. Freddie Mercury, who helped did some arranging on a couple of the songs on that album, Love is a Hero and Lady with the Tender Sax. Very good album. If you ever see it, Dave, definitely recommend it without any question. I'd
All
highly
right.
suggest getting it.
We'll be blunt though. I didn't know that this was going to be a Music Maniacs.
Well,
You
not really
know,
music. Well, we could talk about anything, whatever comes to your mind. You could talk.
well, the
We could
thing is,
talk about.
though, yeah, like it was Danny who said he wanted to talk about Joe Walsh and music and stuff. And again, it's been a long week for me. I just got off work. It's been a long day. Um, I'm not even prepped to talk music and stuff, nor am I in the mindset. Um, I'm always willing to talk drama, and that is one reason you invited me on here. That I can
Yes,
talk at any point.
yes. Let's
But
do it.
again, like if I was prepped for it and in the mood and ready to discuss music, I certainly would. There's a lot of stuff that we obviously love prog rock, a lot of stuff that we could be discussing, but again, I'm standing on the shoulder of giants. You know way more about music than I do, and I like to be prepared, but I certainly can't hold a candle to your music knowledge.
I know.
Um,
Danny mentioned
so
that last night. Definitely, he was on another
what?
call with a couple other his friends in the Houston area, and when I joined in, he was like, "Yo, this is the man you need to talk to when it comes to music, without any doubt." And of course, we got a good conversation talking about Waffle House. And one guy on the call wanted to talk about, I would love to work at Waffle House. I said, what's cool is that you get to eat there while you're watching the Royal Rumble a couple seats down.
At Waffle House?
Yeah, you ever saw those
That's
videos?
pretty cool.
Yeah, you ever saw those videos of fights breaking out at any of those
Oh yeah.
locations?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have those. We don't have Waffle House here in Canada, but I have certainly seen videos of those sort of exhibits in the United States.
Oh man, what's even more funny is that when I go to the video section on my Facebook page, I'm always getting these body cam videos recorded by police officers talking about, this person was caught shoplifting. This person tried to pull a fake check scam. This person was trying to ease out of a grocery chain without paying for any items in the cart. That happened to one of the that happened actually last year when I had my injured foot. I was doing greeting duties at my workplace. This woman came in with the bonnet on her head with a couple kids in the basket. She put all the stuff in the shopping cart and just immediately walked right out of the entrance without paying for a damn thing, like nobody's business. I had to alert one of the coworkers who was not paying attention, say, "Hey, that woman over there, she just walked out without paying for her items." So she contacted the manager. I gave him the details what happened. She went out, got the woman's license plate number, contacted the police right away. Now, I do not know if this woman ever got caught, but eventually she's not going to be allowed in our location ever
Now,
again.
now you said she was wearing a bonnet. Was
Yeah,
she black?
yeah, she was black. She was one of those things
Uh,
like look like shower
what
caps.
a surprise.
And what I
So
and,
how many little shits were accompanying her?
I know I think I think I'm not I think it may have been one or two if I remember. Remember I was
I can
it's
guarantee you each of those had a different father.
oh yeah. It's one thing that gets me is like, I remember seeing a show about this woman demanding that just find out if this person is her father. And the mother, who was on one of them scooters, was like saying, I have to go get pampers. I have to go get diapers. I have to go get baby formula. So instead of wasting your time doing that, you could have wasted that time teaching your daughters how to practice safe sex. Doesn't anybody know how to do that anymore?
No, no, see, because that's the thing is the whole uh, uh, the whole system is set up to encourage single motherhood because the government will pay them. But Trump is cutting that off and cutting off EBT, and you've got all these disgusting sows on video saying the government cut off my EBT and now I can't buy fucking junk food for my kids and shit. I got to use my hard money. Well, guess what, fucking bitch? The hard-earned money of the taxpayer is the one that's been providing you with the ability to eat unhealthy, and then you get to use the fucking hospital because you eat unhealthy.
Exactly. And yet later on, there's different bills for the kids because they eat all this junk food instead of the proper food like
Heart
fruits,
disease is, I
veggies.
believe, the number two killer of blacks after the number one killer of blacks, which is blacks.
Hmm,
So yeah, basically now they got to cook for themselves. That's what the whole purpose of EBT and SNAP was. Um, is basically to allow for those that are less fortunate to be able to eat, but not eat lobster, not eat fucking steak and stuff. Meanwhile, people who actually work hard and pay taxes, can't even get that amount of food and that, amount of money. But they've been taking advantage of the system for a long time, and now it's being cut off, and they're angry.
Exactly. And now they realize they may have to get some part-time jobs since or either way get a full-time job. And plus they'll probably have to take their kids with them to work if that's allowed in the workplace.
Well, that's the thing, though. This whole system encouraged them to have kids and encourages the males that impregnate them to not be a father figure, so that these sows have to rely on the government. So each kid provides them with more money from the government. And if sometimes the husband, because the not the husband,
The
they
baby
don't get
daddy.
married, but yeah, the baby daddy's basically because some of them actually do want to be involved with their kids' lives. Rare, shocking,
Hmm.
but I know.
Yes.
And yet they've got to pay. They're not only just getting support from the government, but the baby daddies are also paying child support and stuff. So these women are fucking, and that's barely what you can call the women, but they're getting their nails done and all this, their weaves and all that sort of shit, eating like fucking queens. And it's all on our money.
It's interesting
So
you should men
basically,
it's
yeah, go
interesting
ahead.
you should mention that because I remember seeing a video about this one woman who had 6 kids by each different dude, and she was collecting child support, huge amounts of child support from
Yep.
each of the 6 guys. And she even said, "Why get child support checks for one kid when you could get 6 more?" This
Yep.
woman was literally taking advantage of the system.
Yep.
And also,
And
let
that's
me
what the
add,
mothers it's a circular system because the mothers encourage their whore daughters to do exactly as they did, to hook up with
ah,
any random guy, get impregnated, go to the government, get the money for that kid, get the baby daddy to pay child support if they're not in jail, and then pump another one from another baby daddy. It's been a racket for a long time, and now it's coming to an end. In fact, Trump is basically saying, I can't remember the exact details, but you have to get off Section 8 housing after a certain amount of time, or you're getting cut out and you're getting thrown out of Section 8 housing, which again is social services isn't a bad thing when it's not being taken advantage of because it's supposed to be for those that are down on their luck. That's totally acceptable, totally understandable, and there should be a security net for law abiding citizens. But when they just grift the entire system and use it to enrich themselves, to again, they'll have all these kids, but they'll leave the kids at home alone and then they'll go out to the club and then get fucked and then have another kid and stuff.
exactly. It's
That's
like
coming to an end.
I know I'm getting tired about it myself because these young girls they're getting the wrong impressions on how to be a woman altogether. Oh, let me also throw this. When I was with my girlfriend when she was living in Ecorse, Michigan, her oldest son had a girlfriend at that time whose sister was purposely trying to get pregnant so she could live off, get money from the state. Would she think that? Because she sees other women do it as well. And it's like, in
Yep.
fact, here's something else. The girl was 16 years old, and the guy she was trying to hook up with was about in his 19, 20 years old at that time.
Disgusting.
Exactly. And the mother found out, thanks to the oldest son of my girlfriend at that time. She got informed. She came in, burst in the door, screaming at her daughter, screaming at the dude. The guy tried to fight back, but unfortunately, he did not. It didn't work. Little daughter got dragged out of her by her mom, and I guess got her ass reamed physically and mostly verbally. And the thing is, the guy was a dipshit as well. He was unable to take care of himself. He was one of those rebellious type of guys who didn't want to work, wants to be babied. I guess his mama babied him when he was a little kid, which is a big mistake. In fact, at one time, he purposely added those gauges into his earlobes to keep himself from getting a job. Because as you know, many employers may not hire those with piercings, multi tattoos, or gouge earlobes and stuff, which is something I hope pretty ends pretty soon. Because gosh, I've seen so much of it. When I used to go to numbers in Houston, there were so many people with that, the man buns, and the black rimmed head big glasses out there, which was a thing at that time. It's like, geez, look at all these trendies trying to follow what everybody else is doing. Screw that. Start your own trend and follow that.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to look like a freak, go to fucking Burning Man because, normal people don't want to see that shit. They don't
Yeah,
want to see face tattoos or anything like that. There is a standard decorum to life, and it doesn't include these fucking freaks. And, then they complain, oh, I can't get a job and stuff. Well, maybe first of all, you should have had a present father and a logical, and they should have taught you that yeah, society doesn't trust freaks, nor do they want to be around them, so of course you're not going to get a fucking job.
exactly. And another person comes to mind in terms of no father figure, Jacob R. Pee-wee. It was no secret that he has had no father figure in his life, and obviously he's a kind of lost when you think about it in terms of how to
Yeah, but
be a
he's not as
man.
bad as fucking
SC.
he's not as bad as SC Steve, who also didn't have a present father
Mhm.
and is so desperate for affirmation and attention that he's
Mhm.
willing to try to ruin other people. And then you have people like YR who has a present father, but the father seems to be distant and uncaring. I mean, he sent him to that. It was a Christian boarding school, I believe,
Really?
and yeah, basically look at how YR turned out. I mean, with a closet full of dildos and yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and
I
there's a lot that we
understand
can
why,
talk about.
and I don't, for I understand why our mother passed away when he was a bit younger. If I understand, because I remember he was mentioning that to Scott on a show that Scott was doing years back there. I don't know if that was true or not because I only met YR and his dad that one night on Christmas Eve back in 2021 back in Texas when we met at that secret location. And
Yes, I believe
yes,
that
in
is
fact, you were
correct.
the first, yeah, first, you were the first people we called on that night. And a lot of people were surprised that we were together on that evening. And speaking of YR, we need to talk about him most definitely because we had a few discussions on your shows and your chill hangouts, drama diners, and here's the thing that gets me. Somebody mentioned in your chat during one of your shows that possibly Joe Cronin, convinced YR to stop doing the music shows with me and join his league because, as we
Now,
know,
I don't I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't doubt it, you know?
and the thing that got me was the screenshots I show you of the messages that YR was sending me saying that Joe wants you to join his Discord. Joe likes you. He'd like to have you on his shows again.
Yep.
In fact, remember that one episode I told you where Paul 3 calls in and puts all of us on blast, YR, myself, and everyone else. Earlier on, before Paul joined the call, Danny MT and Geddy Lee's Owl Nose were on the call. We were talking about a couple of things, and YR started talking about, Joe trying to promote Joe's show. Oh, he's having trouble with the IRS, and me, Danny, we all said together, he's been saying that for how many years that he's been having IRS issues. Like, geez, come on, he's still using that narrative along with the high ass water bill. Bullshit. We all know it's not that much. Otherwise, as you mentioned, would have been cut off straight up. But now it's become a kind of like a little catchphrase within the community.
You
I know
did
Ken
you did bring
using it.
that. So I
Mhm.
was just going to say that you did bring up absent father figures, and
Mhm.
well, Joe Cronin is also one of them.
Exactly. I remember his father died when he was a young boy, and I guess according to a couple
when he was 8.
sources, yes, and I guess according to a couple sources, he has abandonment issues.
Absolutely. I mean, just watch him. Just see how many hosts he's gone
Went through.
through.
Exactly. And then what makes him worse is that when they depart for whichever reason, whether it's work or schedules, Joe has an issue with it because he feels like they're deserting him. They're turning their backs on me. And I say, dude, as I mentioned in your show one time, he needs to seek professional help about that issue
Hmm.
because
Sorry, there's no amount of therapy that can help a leftist. And just a heads up, I will be doing a drama diner on Joe Cronin, Call Me Cronin, this Sunday.
go right ahead. I'll be listening for Shizzle. Probably calling in as well because
Oh, I've got the receipts, and
nice.
yeah, I'll be talking about it then.
And here's another thing that Casey was raw mentioned on his live stream earlier on. He mentioned that Joe was complaining that Maven, who used to be part of the WWE for a short while, as well as that reality show he was involved in, Tough Enough, he's making the claim that Maven was talking stuff about him for God knows how long, but it was only for a couple minutes in reality.
Yeah, he said
Casey,
it was
what?
like he made a whole show about me, and it really was like uh, it was about 2 minutes at most at the beginning of that stream. That the video that Maven created, it was literally only the first 2 minutes, and that was it. And then he moved on to other people. So
Exactly. Exactly. But Joe Cronin, as we know, wants to make things about himself. Pay attention to me. I pay attention, but I'm the one who deserves all the attention. I'm the big YouTube star who gets death threats every chance, has issues with the IRS, has a massive water bill, who has a
and I'm the
cat.
victim. I'm the victim.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, right. But yet, here's the thing. He goes out, he likes to go after people with disabilities at times. I mean, look how many shots and jabs he threw at Tommy NC 2010 when he was not on the show. And most likely when Tommy left and ended his friendship with him, Joe probably threw massive jabs at Tommy without any
Oh, he
question. I mean,
still
like,
does. Still
exact,
does.
yeah, because Tommy was his, along with him before, was one of his biggest money makers.
And he sure burnt that bridge.
Exactly. I mean, I heard about Ken talking about he mentioned on his show that Himmelfarb was accused by Cronin of being brainwashed by Ken, when Himmelfarb was like, no, that's not true.
Yep.
I can't believe I donated that much to this guy.
In
Of course,
fact,
him.
I'm glad that you bring up that point about brainwashing because Joe Cronin basically sort of pulled that shit on Ken when this is a long time ago, but basically Lucky Lowe and I started working together. We loved conspiracies and all that sort of thing. So we
Nice.
did a show, and basically Joe got into Ken's ear, and Ken didn't really know me at that point too much. So Ken later on told me like this is what happened, but um, basically Joe was trying to convince Ken that I was trying to steal people away from him and try to sabotage him simply because I used to do Final Frontier News with Joe, conspiracies and all that. And then because, Joe's stupid, I moved on. And Lucky's like, yo, I want to talk that shit with you, Dave. I was like, absolutely. So he convinced Ken that I was trying to steal Lucky from him and trying to, do all these things and stuff. And then obviously the truth came out that I wasn't. But, Joe loves to do that. Joe certainly loves to create this idea. Like he certainly likes to create a paranoia amongst people that he certainly has that like somebody else is talking about something that I talk about, like you're stealing the idea. It's like even like when somebody talks about wrestlers, like douchebag. Other people talk about wrestling. People came before you, Joe, talking about wrestling, and it's not stealing any idea. So if some talk about fucking conspiracies, you didn't start that shit. So it's just like nobody's stealing anything from you, and anyone can talk whatever the fuck they want about on YouTube. It's like he doesn't have a monopoly on this sort of shit, but he tries to convince people that he does.
Exactly. like I said, of course, we all know, but Joe is like that. Joe wants to make the world about him and him only. I deserve attention. And like I said on one of your shows, he wants to be the Viva La Band of YouTube. He obviously grew up in the era where Bam Majera was big, with the bands like Slipknot and all that, those groups, past post new metal scene, Disturbed. Now I know he listens other industrial music like Skinny Puppy, Ministry, like I listen to as well, still to this day. But Joe wants to be. He wants to. Would you agree that he's trying to be the verbal version of Bam Majera,
Who?
Viva La Band, Joe Cronin? You ever
No,
heard
but
of Bam
like,
Majera? Bam Majera
no.
used to be with yeah, he used to be with the show Jackass, along with Johnny and
No,
Knoxville.
I never watched that bullshit. I thought that show was garbage. I like absolutely. I thought that show was garbage. I knew people watched it and they were also garbage. Fact is, that shit is stupid. It's even an infantile fucking 12-year-old, realizes how stupid it is. So, yeah, I can't endorse that shit at all.
Right
Also,
there.
that message that you just sent to Danny, you actually sent that directly to me, so you might want to choose Danny.
Oh, my bad.
That's
My
stupid.
apologies. I'm
I
trying to.
also said, what did I say to him? I said, get in here, faggot, and I sent him the link to your video.
I know. I'm still
So
waiting. We're still
if
waiting
this
on him
faggot
right
actually
now.
chooses, because again, he was the one that suggested you go live.
Hmm.
He wanted to talk music and stuff like that. But like, where is he? He's the one. And what's with these people who are like, you should go live and stuff. I'll be there, and then you go there. I mean, like, oh, but it's like this motherfucker's called into my show and started driving. So there's no fucking
Yes.
excuses.
I don't know what's going on. I know. What does he work with the Houston Astros, or do he just watches the game? I guess.
No, he's got a side gig working with them.
Ah,
Basically,
that's. I remember he mentioned that a couple
gets to
times in the
watch the
past.
games and he gets to, hype up the crowd and, give out, you know, swag and all that shit. And it's pretty sweet. But, that game's over. Plus, Texas Rangers are better, anyways.
Mhm.
Fuck the Astros. But yeah, where is this guy? Where's this fucking Soviet?
I don't know. I'm trying to find him the invite, but it does. His name is
No, he's
unfortunate.
he's received. Well, I don't know if he's received the messages, but the messages were sent to him. If he's not paying attention to that, well, that's on him. He's the one who requested this fucking stream tonight. Shout out to the 4 viewing. But yeah, we're Danny. There's no excuses. Okay, no excuses at all.
Right there. I know when
And
we're
you know what? I'm
done.
gonna throw some more shade. I'm gonna throw some more shade on Danny. And
Mhm.
he needs to go back and watch this and listen, so that he knows the exact shade. But this motherfucker was like, "Oh, I bought a new computer. I want to start streaming and stuff." And I've been thinking for a while, and plan to do so, to do a Saturday show going up against both Joe Cronin and Ken. I even talked to Ken. I was like, "Yo, this is my idea, this and that." He's like, and I think he even talked about it on a stream. He's like, "I appreciate that Dave was honest about that." And like again, it's not competition in the sense that I'm trying to steal like this. That's what Joe would see. He's trying to steal his viewers and like donations and all that shit. It's just like, look, I okay. You know what? Here's the thing. This is the best way to say it. I want to put on a show of what monetize this should have been, and what Friday Night Fire could have been. In the
Mhm.
sense that I want to put a show together that's got skits and bits, that's got actual structure to it, isn't just a bunch of people sitting around shooting the shit, but actually is a fucking variety show, has entertaining segments. And Danny said that he wanted to be part of that. Um, but apparently every Saturday, or mostly every, um, he's doing a side gig with the Astros stuff. So I can't really rely on him to be part of that. And I would like to have a co-host, but everyone knows Dave Rose can talk for fucking 8 hours straight without even having one person on there. And well, whatever. I plan to do a show. Again, because Saturday nights is lackey to me. I don't watch Joe Cronin, and I've seen clips and shit that he has been doing on Saturday on on his monetize this and shit, and it's trash. It's fucking
Mm.
absolute fucking trash. And you know what? Ken has some good stuff, but you know what the problem is? Mellow.
Mellow
He
yellow.
ruins it, and Ken's going to continue to work with Mello, regardless of how many complaints he gets about Mello. And I'm certainly not the only one basically pointing out this guy's talking over guests. He's fucking, shitting on, all these people. He's interrupting Ken. He's trying to make the show about himself. He's hamming it up. I've already and proved it. But Ken, again, considers him loyal, and that supersedes anything about incompetence or um, his, his disgusting nature. Um, I've already made the point about Mello. Everyone already knows it. I don't have to go into it again. But again, I would love to be able to watch Ken.
Mhm.
And when Mello's not around, I certainly do. And when I do watch Ken, it's after he's gone live because then I can just try to fast forward through Mello talking over Ken and other people. And that's the only way I can really deal with that. But sometimes it's so bad that it's just like I can't even watch this episode because there's Mello just thinks it's about him. So what I'm going to do is on Saturdays I'm making my own fucking show. And
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck who is going to be watching or not. I'm going to make a proper variety show that this fucking community deserves.
Nice.
And hey, competition, like Jacob RP said. That's what he actually meant. He wanted really, because again, he's kind of limited with his vocabulary and his mental state, but really, what he meant by competition back in the day when he made that statement is that he just wanted multiple shows running at the same time. So somebody with a goldfish memory can just change channels back and forth and go from one show to the other. Oh, this show's boring after 5 minutes. I'm going to switch to this one. Oh, it's boring. I'm going to switch with it. That's what they really want. It's that fucking the dopamine hit. That's really
Mhm.
what they want. They want the ability to be able to switch between channels. And we saw this in the 80s, man, when it came around, like, people and the remote controls that you don't fucking there sitting by the fucking TV. Okay, Charlie, little Jimmy, little Johnny, fucking turn the knob, change the channel by turning the knob because that's how we did it back in the day.
So did
You
we.
and I know, you and I know. So, like change the channel here. Oh, change the channel back. Change the, you know, again, that's what they're looking for, that dopamine fix. Fine, whatever. I don't see a competition going against Joe or Ken. I'm just doing my own thing. But I'm going to make it the way that I want to make it, the way that I always try to make it with whether monetize this or with Friday Night Fire. And Friday Night Fire was fire, but it could have been even more. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing my fucking show. Don't flying fuck who watches or how many people. I'm doing my fucking show.
Right. If it happens, I'll definitely call in some time from the castle. Most definitely.
Shout out to Eric Connolly in your chat. So
All right.
says sounds like a good idea for a show, Dave. That's what
Mhm.
but that's the thing though. It's not because okay, the way I see it is that I want to see this. First of all, I also have huge, not huge, huge with a Y, replay value. Whatever I fucking do has huge replay value. Not only other people tell me that, but I say that because I go back and watch my shit and it's like, holy shit, Dave, you were on fucking fire. This shit was fucking entertaining. This thing was informative. This was good. And it was just well structured. And it could even be something as, as simplistic as fucking Kerbals and stuff. But you know, I do things in a certain way. People appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate my own work because I can go back and listen to it and fucking laugh my ass off or just enjoy myself. And that's what I fucking desire. I want to do something that not only I can enjoy, that not only people can enjoy, but that I can go back and enjoy it. So whatever, we're going. We're going
All right.
like it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be at some point in October. I got to do things with my computer to fucking get things better. Um, but regardless, this is going fucking forward. And I don't care if I've got 0 people watching, I'm doing my way.
All
Shout
right.
out to the set.
All right, there. We're gaining viewers by the pound. Thank you all for watching and tuning in to this evening. Speaking of monetize this, I remember the two things that were worth watching on that show as of late was one you talked about on your program, Bullfrog's Tantrum, I'm the star of the show, shit and shit, blah, blah, blah. And also that confrontation between Danny MT and Garguts.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good. That
that
was
was
good.
good. It's like, I remember when that whole story broke out. I know a
You
lot
mean
of
grape
people,
nuts?
right?
Grape nuts.
Or Grope Guts. I remember there was Grope Guts Entertainment in YR's
I'm sure he
show
likes to grope
announcements.
nuts. I'm sure he loves to grope nuts.
It's like,
There's no gender he wouldn't fucking take advantage of, if you will.
mhm, I see there. What do you think he actually did that to that one girl, or you think it was just
Oh
bullshit?
no, absolutely. The fucking damage control that guy tried to pull, that was fucking indicative of somebody who is fucking guilty as fuck.
Yeah,
Plus, if Danny ever told you about how this guy, he went over to Gargut's place. The
in
guy
San
paid,
Antonio.
yeah, he paid for this guy's food. This guy, like, he tried to steal like beer and shit from fucking Danny, and then
Wow,
Danny was like, "What are you trying to do?" He's like, "Oh, I was just looking in the fridge and stuff." It's like you're trying to steal my fucking beer.
wow, jeez,
Oh, and that's why Danny is a faggot for not being here because he should reiterate this story about how he paid for all this food and shit for oh, no, hold on. Have you heard the story
Garguts.
about the fact that they went to the bar and Garguts would not be allowed in until his tab was paid. So
Hmm.
Danny, being the mark that he is, paid for this guy's tab
Ah,
to be settled and then paid for this guy's fucking drinks at the bar.
wow, interesting. I know there was this one video where Garguts was denied entry into this one club because I guess his hair was
That
too
was
long.
great.
Jeez.
Oh, it was hilarious. I highlighted that on my, but he filmed himself getting thing and like, yeah, it's time to go. He's like, what? This is crazy and stuff. And he'd walk away, but still talking to, and he's filming himself like a fucking narcissist or a female.
Mhm.
But he's filming himself, and he's like, this is and literally they're telling him like, you're too drunk. It's like
Really? So he,
this is unbelievable. Oh, that homeless woman is asleep right now. Maybe I can grope her.
oh shit. Speaking of drunk, I see what you think of this. Have any of the now I know that the drinking age in Canada is 19. You could drink when you reach that
It
age.
depends on the state or soon
Providence
state,
or
the province.
Providence.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the province. But basically, every st- I'm 51st state already, but every province except for Quebec is 19. In Quebec, it's 18.
Mm.
So there's a lot of people in Ontario that do go to Quebec to drink when they're 18. Americans go into Quebec because they can drink at 18, but everywhere else it's 19.
Oh yeah, because I remember I used to hear that advertisements at various places in Windsor, Ontario, on the local rock stations back in
Mhm.
southeast Michigan. Come to a Rum Runners in Windsor, Ontario, where the legal age to drink is 19. We have an
You
Aussie
had ads that
tribute
said
band.
that?
Yep, now I remember hearing that. That was ages
That's
ago when I was a
hilarious.
teenager, and I was a
I love it.
teenager by that time. And I guess, in fact, I remember I went to Rum Runners one time to check out an Aussie tribute. I think it was called Crazy Babies, I think it was, and they
I've
were
heard of
pretty
those.
good.
I've heard of those
Yes,
guys.
right. I remember there was an Oz tribute. It was another Ozzy tribute called Simply Oz OZZ that played the Concert Pub North in Houston, Texas, a couple years back as well. That was a pretty decent show, and I know
Also,
YR saw them as well.
something else to consider if you're into that sort of thing um, is that I guess in most parts of Canada, um, especially in Quebec, basically nudie bars are nude, as in like though you have women
All nude.
apart from fucking wearing high heels, they're walking around nude. I know in America, apparently you can have titty bars where they've got underwear on, but they're just going around with fucking topless. But I believe in a lot of places in America, a full nude woman is not allowed.
Mm.
Meanwhile, in Canada, fucking that seems like a normal thing, at least in the
Wow,
strip joints.
interesting because I remember when I years back in the early 2000s I went to a place in Windsor called Cheetahs and they did just that.
I think I've heard of them.
Yes, it's a small place, but it
You
was
can also
cool.
touch in Canada.
Oh, nice, interesting because I'm more that's not allowed here in the States.
No, it's not.
Exactly. In fact, the few booby bars that I went to was
I
one
love that.
place.
Booby bars.
Yeah, that is, I remember hearing that on the radio. Remember Kramer and Twitch? They were popular duo on the radio on the talk show circuit. I used to listen to those guys all the time when they had the FM talk station happening going around the 1990s there. It's now what the station converted to an all sports station, and that threw me off a bit. But I used to listen to Kramer, Twitch, Dominski, and Doyle all the time on that station because I love talk radio. I used to listen to Gil Gross when he was live, the Midnight Radio Trucking Network before it became Red Eye Radio. Used to listen to that a lot of
Oh
times
yeah.
here. You
I
know,
do like talk radio myself actually.
oh man.
But sorry, did you want to bring something up or
Well, I was going to bring it. I wanted to talk about this. Like the reason I brought up the drinking because last month the castle, as you know, I go every Saturday to follow my stint at work. They now have this new rule established. Anyone under 21 years of age, once you leave the establishment to do whatever you need to do, get a snack, you will not be allowed re-entry. You have to get back in the line, no matter how long it is, and once again pay the cover charge. And I guess that one of the big reasons why is because a lot of kids go back into their cars, either get some air or whatever it is, they get back in their automobiles, drink a little bit more booze before they head back into the club. And next thing you know, boom, there's something happens. Either one of the kids in the group gets sick, paramedics had to be called in, and then doctors find out they had alcohol in their system, and right away, boom, the staff and the management of that club gets put on blast by the authorities. Why did you allow this kid to be served alcohol? And lo and behold, he's here right now. Danny
hold on
MT, welcome to the
before you
show.
intro hold on before you introduce him. Do they not have any food at the castle?
No, I wish they do. I wish
That's
they have.
bullshit.
I
That's
know it's like
fucking
they should
retarded.
at least have some snacks up there,
Yeah,
for like a
snack bar.
Milky Ways or something like that that I could purchase, because a lot of times my blood sugar goes down a little bit low there, and I'd like to have something there other than just Shirley Temples or
Ladies and
OJ's.
gentlemen, boys and girls, the one and only Danny MT.
Glad you're here, Danny, my man.
That's
Thank you
fucking
for the
fine.
thank you for the introduction. Well, the game just ended, but on Fridays they also do a fireworks show always, so
I
it takes
see
a
there.
little bit longer.
Yeah, the
Glad
real
you.
fireworks are here, baby.
Yeah, we got some. We get so we're glad you're here because we're talking about a nemesis of yours. You know who we're referring to.
There's a clue.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, I don't know who you refer to. There's a couple people I don't like, but okay, yeah, gotcha. All
Yep.
right.
Grope guts, according to that
Uh,
one fake account,
Open
or
up for
rape guts, as
Metallica. Party
It's
with fucking
yeah, hey
Jensen.
guys, I got a breakfast cereal named after me. It's called Grape Nuts.
That shit was hilarious. I was actually I stole that from you for a little while when you posted that shit. I was using that as my profile picture. That shit's hilarious because I remember that fucking cereal. It is forever now. Changed. I was rocking that for like a month. What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? What's going on? What's the
we
I'm
are
word?
glad you
doing
called
pretty
in at this
good.
point because we were just
Apples.
about to get to the meat and potatoes of things.
I remember that. We were talking about that one episode of Monetize This where Garguts was going off on you because of that rape accusation months prior. And it's like, damn. It's fun to listen to. In fact, it's probably the only last thing worth listening to on Monetize This nowadays, other
Oh
than
man, real
Bullfrog's
talk.
temper tantrum.
Fucking doctoral speaking fucking facts, bro.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Exactly.
Those bullfrog outrages are kind But you know what? I've talked a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go have a smoke. Danny can lay it down, lay the smack down, and I'm going to go listen to you guys talk on my phone while I have a smoke, and I'll be back in about 5. Okay.
Shout out to Casey as well. He's in the chat. Hey, which Discord are you on? Tell you what, I'll look to see if I go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was being a smartass. Yeah, Casey, what Discord are you on, bro? If you want to come through, be a creep.
Of course, he wants to call in when I'm fucking just about to go have a smoke. But okay. Let me know if
Stop
you need me to
smoking.
add him to your server, Doctor.
Okay, gotcha. Tell you what. All right. Give it a while, Casey. We'll have Dave add you to the server because I don't think we're buddies on Discord here yet. But either way, me and Dave were talking about the Grope Gut situation. It's like, oh man, we were also talking about that one video where he was denied entry into a club because of his long ass hair. It's like, I didn't know they could do that at some
No, I don't
establishments.
think that's what. I don't think that if and correct me if I'm wrong. From what I understand, they told him you're not allowed to come in because he was too hammered already.
I remember Dave was talking about that as well.
Yeah, no, I think they denied him entry because he was all fucked up, and they're
Wow.
like, no, dude, you're acting like a creep. You're already wasted. You ain't coming in this bar. We're not serving you.
Mm. All right.
Um. So yeah, no, it's not about long hair, bro. There's absolutely no way he was denied entry for long hair. Long hair, dear.
I know.
um. But yeah, no, that was a funny fucking video. Because he was all butthurt, and then he was walking down the street. Oh, fucking deny me entry. And actually, on that video, when he was walking down the street, he's like, "Oh yeah, and there's where I fucking met up with fucking Danny MT's piece of shit ass." Because there was like over by the bus stop whenever I came through there.
Hmm.
Um, the first time that I went there, because I was actually going to visit him because it was his birthday, and I knew,
Hmm.
and this was back whenever I was getting, hammered. So I knew I ain't driving. I'll take the bus over to
Yeah, good
fucking San
idea.
Antonio. Yeah, keeping it safe. And yeah, so that's why he met with me at the bus station.
Yes, and Casey, yes, I did check out your streamer earlier. We were talking about Joe Cronin
Oh.
making the claim that Maven was talking smack about him for the whole show when it was actually for about 2 minutes. Cronin is a liar. He just wants the attention on him and him only. He wants all the buddies. He wants all the co-hosts. He wants everything to be about me and me only. That's his perspective. Well, guess what? Keep that
Yeah.
shit up, and he's not going to have shit left, let
Especially
alone a
now with
wife.
his e-begging for all his fucking bills. And by the way, I did not give you your massive props I owe you, Doc, because I didn't see the video that you had initially, when you initially posted it, I should say. It went until later where you fucking are like, everybody, thank you for coming through. Smash the like, notification bell, follow, subscribe, and remember, help me pay my water bill. And you said it so straight faced and like completely like you didn't go out of character at all. You said it so fucking super serious. I saw that just the other day and I fucking died, bro. I was like, okay, I gotta tell him.
I
Props on
know.
that shit.
I had to get in on that because I know Ken was trying to do a song parody of that. In fact, he made that one of his new donations. Pay my water
Yeah,
bill. Pay my
$9
bill.
pay
I
my
saw
water
that.
bill, pay my water bill.
There,
Everybody doing
I
the
mean,
pay
Ken and
bill.
Tommy were talking about it on Ken's program. It's like, and I saw the whole thing. I have a screenshot on my phone to be exact. It's like, really, really, really. I mean, come on. And he's still talking about the IRS, how much money he's apparently owes. Well, you all know he probably the guy comes up with lies all the time to get money. It's like, geez, dude, how many? We're seeing right through your bullshit. It's enough, and enough is enough. Give it up. Just get yourself a regular job. Like go back to what you line of work you used to do, whether it's customer service or a sanitation at a department store. Just get a regular job and do YouTube on the side.
Yeah,
Come back
bro.
down to
If
earth,
I was
okay?
that
Please.
much in debt, I mean, shit, I would put all pride aside. Hell, I'd start mowing lawns. Fucking, I'd be knocking on neighbors' doors. Like, can I mow your lawn for $25, please? I gotta pay my water bill. I have children.
Yes.
Fucking nut up, bro.
Kids will keep
I
breaking his
would never
TVs, as he always
stoop to the
claims.
level. Right, yeah, and all that bullshit that he says. But either way, I would never, as a man, stoop to the level of listing all my fucking financial issues and asking for donations so I could get out of debt because I can't pay my bills. Bro, are you serious? If I start streaming and I go live, will I take donations? Hell yeah, y'all are more than welcome to shoot me some fucking donos. Appreciate you, but I'll never be like, please donate to me because water bills due, light bills due, electric, whatever the fuck, I got to put some sandwiches in the refrigerator. The cars are broke down. Fuck that, bro. No, 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 no.
New
Yo,
computer.
I'm back.
New com-
I'm back. Shout
you're
out to
back.
the 8 viewing.
Oh, got to get Casey in it.
Yeah,
Definitely
well,
got to.
eventually he needs to have patience.
Okay.
But the thing is, though, since we were just speaking about Garguts, I was telling Earl, Danny, that when you did go to meet him, not only did he try to steal your booze, but that you had to pay off his bar tab just so that you guys could get into the bar for him to basically say, "Well, could you buy me drinks now?" And you
Well, not only that, what even makes that worse, Dave, is whenever he met up with me on that block where I came where we had where I pulled in out of Houston. We walked straight maybe 3 blocks, and that was the first bar we went to. And she was like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm not serving you." And I'm standing there looking like, what the fuck? This is the place he's telling me it's badass, it's great, it's our first stop. Cool, I'm ready. That's the reaction the lady gave. And I look at her and I look at him like, what the fuck? She looks at me. She's like, oh, no, no, not you, sweetheart. No, no, him. He owes me $126. And I look at him and he just makes this face like a little kid. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. There's a train going by. That's fucking annoying.
It's okay.
Um, but yeah, he makes this face like a little shrug, like, you know,
Oopsie.
and I look at the lady, I'm like, you know what? Here you go, sweetheart. I gave her $147. That
Wow.
was like,
Damn.
yeah. And I was like, now can we drink? She's like, yep, he's good now.
And you know what's
That's
funny
how it
is
started.
the story that you told me where you guys went to a drive-through and he was just expecting you to buy him food and you're like, "Nope,
Yeah, me and Tiff, yeah, he went
tell
with us
tell
straight
that story. Tell
Really?
that story.
up.
I gotta hear
Tell that
He
this one.
story."
went and gorged on food. I'm like, nah. He's like, oh, can I get like a number set? Nope. Nope.
Damn.
I fucking spent like almost 2 grand on that fool, bro. Like being down there, like in the times I wouldn't see him. Like, no, fuck no, bro. I was buying and paying for everything, dude. I and you know what? I did that to be nice initially, but then after a while, I was like, wow, I'm being fully blown taken advantage of. Like I thought maybe he would
Obviously.
have something for himself. Maybe he had some cash. Like, hey, Danny, this lunch, this dinner, or whatever. Like, I got you, bro. I got nope. Lunch, breakfast, dinner, movies, fucking everything we did. Me. Everywhere we went, everything. Me.
Was
I
this
do have
guy
some roofies though.
was this guy a
Yeah, he kept
mooch?
posting stuff.
Is he a
Dude, mooch
mooch?
beyond belief. Mooch beyond belief. And he did it again the second time when I went and saw him. And that's what Dave was talking about. When I woke up at 6:30 a.m. because I had a pounding headache and I needed to take a piss, what do I see? Garguts digging in the top fucking cupboard above the refrigerator where I hid my beer purposely because I knew he would take it. And I caught him red-handed.
Damn.
6:30 in the morning. And I go, whoa,
Damn.
whoa, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, come on, hook it up, dog. Beer's like, give me my shit. No, you're not having any of my beer, bro. And I fucking
Damn.
ripped it out of his hand. I was so pissed off. I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. But that time that I went down there, I drove my truck. So I was like, you know what? I'm out. Man, fuck this. This is disgusting. I grabbed all my shit, grabbed my beer, and I dipped. I jumped in the fucking ride, and I came back to fucking Houston at 7 a.m. At least.
And he lives in San Antonio. How far is it from Houston to San Antonio and
It's
back?
driving, it's about 2 hours. You can make it maybe two
Jeez.
and a half if you're acting kind of willy-nilly down that I-10. But yeah, it's a couple hours, bro. It's a straight shot. It's not too bad, but when you're pissed off and you realize you wasted fucking time and energy and fucking money, it's not a fun trip back. You
Wow.
know what I mean? Like, you can best believe my music was loud. Now it's just like
Oh,
fucking
Danny's a
lean
liar.
back.
Danny's a
Yeah, it never
liar.
happened, even though there's a million videos out there of us hanging out both
And we
those
have
times. It
multiple
never
witnesses as
happened.
well. We have multiple witnesses from actual people with character that I can confirm. So yeah, he's a liar. Grape Guts is a liar and a grapist.
And like
But
I
they,
always say to the
That's
haters
great.
that want to stick up for him because they're little Joe Cronin fucking dick riders, I have no
including
reason
including
to make up
YR,
anything about Garguts because Garguts and I were actually cool for a
I
while. We
remember.
were cool.
Yes, yeah,
There was no reason for me to just all of a sudden, you know what? I feel like shitting on someone. Let's just
Yep.
fuck over Garguts.
Yep.
Like what? Like come on.
You've
And
got
what a
the
weak
bank statements
choice.
to prove it.
Yeah, bro. Like I mean, motherfucker, there's receipts, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this bullshit where people fucking feel bad for him, think that I don't know if that's just they just want to do that just to go along with the drama for the sake of like a, oh, let's banter back and forth. Like maybe that's what it is. But if somebody seriously believes that I would make some shit up like that, you're a fucking moron.
And
And I know
and
there's a
let's talk
lot of
about
you
this.
morons in this quote unquote community, and
Le-
there's a lot of you that are retarded and all that other
True.
shit.
True.
Spectrum, riding motherfuckers. No disrespect, Dr. Earl. You're cool and you're smart.
yeah.
But some people act like retards, and it is what it is. So fuck you if you're gonna sit there and act like I make that up. That's weird, and I don't do those kind of things anyways. I don't fucking hurt people that I'm cool with that I actually care about. Why? Why? Like fuck out of here, bro. We were friends. End of story. Proceed.
Well,
Let's go on. Let's go on.
well,
This is a good
what
conversation.
is up with this guy? Doesn't he have a good job, or does he is he that
No,
broke? Does he no? He doesn't.
no, you don't got no fucking
That's
job, man. No,
adorable.
he worked for like 2 hours, like 3 times a week at a restaurant slash I don't know what do you call that? Kind of like I don't want to say a bar and grill, but kind of sort
Bodega.
of like a sports bar thing, bodega type thing. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's got a little bit of both, but it's not the place that you go for sports. It's not the place you go to just drink. It's in between.
Hmm.
Uh, nothing fancy, nothing special. So yeah, no, and that was during that time. Now since then, he don't work, he don't do nothing. He hops and rides couch to couch, bro. Couch to
Apparently,
cushion,
he's got
couch
a
to
whole
cushion.
rat pack with him. It does the same.
Well,
Yeah,
I know because I
and,
know
and,
Dave.
and
You
Casey's like,
talked. About,
I think Dave is dragging his feet on the Discord for me.
no, we're having actual proper conversation here. So
Casey, join the call.
no, he'll join the call when I let him join the call. But I'm
Okay,
just
there, I got you.
reminding people that he's saying, "Oh, I'm dragging." Dave's dragging his feet. It's like, no, we're having a good conversation. But
Interesting conversation. Like this Friday night is lit for Shizzle.
yeah, and
it's
you
lit
know
for
he's going to try to
shizzle.
take it over. But again, if Dr. Earl gives the green light, then I'll get him in here.
Okay,
By
let's
the
end with
way, Dr. Earl Stream is brought to you
yes.
by Red Bull Zero Sugar. For those of you that are diabetics, join me and drink Red Bull. It gives you wings, zero sugar, so that way you don't have to go to the hospital and take insulin.
Oh,
Proceed. I'm
gosh.
literally about to drink. I need it, man. I want to stay up. It's Friday, and it's my birthday tomorrow, boys.
Ah,
Happy
happy
birthday!
birthday.
Hello.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, happy
Congratulations.
preemptive birthday.
Right
I
there.
was planning to do a
Appreciate
stream tomorrow about the Charlie Kirk thing as a birthday present to Tiff
Speaking
and
of
yourself.
which, my sister
Happy
informed me
birthday to
about
my girl
this.
Tiff too. Same birthday. Me and her. Holla. There's like fucking
Twins,
100 people I know. Literally, they have the same fucking
twins,
birthday.
nigga.
It's insane. Twins.
Well,
Apparently,
not
you're 15
viewers.
hours older, I believe.
Well, I say that because I go by because I'm in Houston, so I say 12:03 a.m. Central Standard, but it's actually 12:03 a.m. Moscow Russia time. So the math on that is what is that? It's I don't know how much older am I than her for that?
Nobody
It's
cares really. I'm just bringing that up.
All right there. And Casey is saying that he thinks you're pissed about his new show.
I haven't even watched it. I got home and Dr. Earl was stumbling, stream going. So
Yes.
again, if it wasn't for my commitment to Dr. said I would on here, I would have gone straight to listen to this pathetic attempt to try to take away from the excellence that I've provided this community for years.
The
And
drama
again, this
diner.
guy makes a show. This guy makes a show called Fast Food Restaurant. So again, he is so limited intellectually that instead of coming up with a nice classy name like Casey's Cookery or like that, or Casey's Kitchen. You know, you could do that. He's like drama fast food restaurant. Like Dave's Drama Diner just rolls off the tongue, sounds great, and you know exactly what you're getting. But food restaurant, like, dude, could you be even any more? Any less, I should say. Can you be any less original? I mean, like, you need a brand working for you, dude, because like your title, Casey is Raw. Like, dude, what are you like? Obviously, Monday Night is Raw, whatever. Dude, so unoriginal, so fucking low intellect. It's pathetic. It sounds like something that fucking Guts would create, with limited IQs. Casey is Raw. That sounds like a good name for a channel. Oh, let's make it even longer. Gaming and wrestling. Pathetic.
Kind of funny. I remember one thing about Garguts. Every live stream he used to do in the past, like whether it was Bullfrog was on, Coral was on, it was always titled the same. It's not late, you're late. I mean, he had that on all his streams in the past. I think he finally stopped, from what I understand.
Yeah, now it's just like Garguts Entertainment. Let's get derpy. It is the fucking
Yeah, yeah,
stupidest
it's
shit I've ever
It's
fucking heard.
derpy. What is derpy by chance?
Let's
Never
get
heard
it,
of
derpy.
it
I've
means
never heard of it,
stupid
dude.
or retarded. Derpy, yeah,
it.
derpy is sort of like derp. It's sort of like a
Okay.
That's
reference to
dumb.
retardation, which
That's
makes sense
dumb.
because Garguts is retarded.
Oh, it's fitting. Yeah, it's fitting.
Well,
Dude,
well,
can
what?
we just get
Man,
that guy fucking deported to El Salvador already?
bro, for real, man. He needs to get. Yeah, he needs to go to Seacot or Alligator or Alcatraz at least for a fucking pit stop. Then take
Yes,
his ass.
alligator Alcatraz. I like that. I feel bad for the alligators that would eat him, 'cause they would die, as soon as they consume his flesh.
Oh,
But
dude.
It's
What's kind of
straight
kind of
cirrhosis to a fucking alligator liver right away eating Garguts.
oh,
also very
The
comical
alligator
because
just keels over drunk.
and again, Casey is just so bad at trolling because he's like unoriginal, brand new concept from the brilliant mind of me. Even your English is fucking pathetic. But like again, go back and watch how long Dave's Drama Diner has been. Uh, don't be like it's not even worth trying to troll with such stupid statements like that, dude, because it doesn't work, and all you do is just
it was kind of it's kind of funny when me and YR did our drama shows on my channel. I would come up with unique titles like
yep.
you remember
You
the
do the same thing with your streams, your music streams, your
yes,
dark. Yeah, you put
dark
effort into
techno,
that.
dark, yeah, exactly. I come up with the unique titles. Like for example, you remember that one Friday night stream featuring you, me, Ken, YR talking about pro VD. I titled that show "A Good Drama Is Its Own Reward." Remember the line from Man of Steel, the movie? A good
I
death
never
is
actually
its.
watched that.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
missing
can't
out.
say that. Yeah.
There was a
No, I heard it was not that good, and plus Kevin Costner as Pa
Jonathan
Kent.
Kent. Mm,
Yeah,
right.
it just no. But
Yeah.
regardless, whatever.
Well, actually, there was a couple of times where I record, my bits on the whatever drama show that I was involved in with YR, Jacob R. Peewee, or SD Queefy,
Jacob Pee Wee.
because well, he is a Peewee when you think about terms of how to get women, try to be a man.
Indeed.
I put him in his place without any
All right, is
question.
it time to bring in that fat fuck?
Go right
Invite
ahead,
him.
Dave.
All right,
Go
I'll
ahead.
invite him.
What is going on with you here? Y'all really actually going at it? Jesus Christ.
Trying to
Well,
go
why not?
after me,
It's a
but the thing is, though, like I don't mind like punching down. I've never had a problem punching down, punching left, punching right. There's the faggot right now.
Ah, ah,
case.
ah.
Casey's here.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good, Casey. How's it hanging? I checked out some of your stream earlier
It's
today.
hanging over my cock. My gut is huge.
I mean, I just, Dr. Earl, yeah,
Even Gargut speaks better than
I
you.
don't
Come on.
do my mind,
Shit.
but I find
Uh,
br-
uh, uh, uh,
Oh shit.
brilliant concept about the drama fast food restaurant.
Oh, such
So,
an original title and so great.
I mean, Dave might have some nice drama food from his diner, but his services will take forever. Like, and those waiters are just assholes. I'm pretty sure they spit in your food.
So
He
what,
can't
So,
like,
even
what you
fucking
trying to do
say it.
right
He
now,
can't
Casey?
even
What's this new
fucking. He
show
can't even
apparently?
put an
Like,
insult out properly. Dude, pathetic.
Casey, like, are you trying to do a drama show now or something? Like,
He's
what is this?
trying, failing miserably, but he's trying.
I wanted to do a rant on Cronin, so I figured, hey, it's time to unleash the new drama
A rant
show.
is one thing,
Release
but
the Kraken.
doing a drama show is another. Are you trying to get into drama now, or were you just doing a rant? I'm asking because
He
I don't
can't
know
even
about
figure it
this
out.
new show. Is it? Are
And
you?
again, using your simplistic mentality, Casey, why don't you just call it Casey is rant? I mean, that would probably have
Or
made
Casey's
more sense.
drama. Casey's drama.
I still like the fast food restaurant idea because I mean, you had Dave with his
Whoa,
diner.
wait, hold on 1 second, Casey. Did you make a show and you're calling it like a fast food restaurant drama diner? Because you are totally
Yeah,
ripping
yeah.
Dave
The
off.
actual title is Drama Fast Food Restaurant Episode 1.
Oh no,
Yes.
Casey, that's weak, bro. Like, if you want to do drama, that's
Yeah.
cool, but that's a straight rip off of what Dave's doing. That's kind of tacky, brother. Love you, but
I
that's
I
tacky
kind of
as fuck.
question myself, like wait a minute, isn't this kind of like similar to the drama diners?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
It's an
bro.
exact Chinese Timo duplicate, but not even on par.
hold on. I have a flashy neon sign in the background, so mine is
Even
completely
if you made a
different.
fancier name, an actual good
Mine
name,
has a
if you refer to
fucking
any
neon
type of
sign.
food thing, you're still ripping Dave off because Dave's is
And
drama diner.
and going back on what Dr. Earl was saying about properly thinking out show names and descriptions and all that,
Titles.
and titles. Danny, you've said this multiple times. Is the effort that I put in to the menu that I put in the
But that's
description
my favorite part.
is
Yeah,
stellar.
that's my favorite part. I thought when you see the post and you get to read like what's on the fucking menu, that's the best part. And you do a good job of coming up with the bullshit you fucking come up with. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, anything
One of my
that's gonna
favorite
be
is
like food wise and drama together, that's a rip off.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at
one of my favorites is cloud cake that you had, Dave, when you
cloud cake.
Okay.
Even
It's
the
hard.
fucking
No,
other one the
honestly,
other
it's a
day, I was
challenge.
hoping for
I'll say
something
this.
better. I was a little bit pissed off because there was only one thing said, but it was still funny. It was stale buffet. Like, what?
Yeah.
Because it still made
No,
sense.
but that's the thing, though. I wanted to comment on that is that but it also stale because it was old news and stuff, so it fits. Again, everything
Right.
has a
That's what I'm saying.
a
It fit.
meaning and stuff, but like people don't seem to. You Danny, understand this, but many people don't seem to understand. Is the fact is, it fucking takes effort to be creative and to not repeat yourself. So, that sort of thing actually takes effort and stuff.
I agree because that's how I came up with this idea of this new show. I mean, it just came out of
You didn't
nowhere.
come up with it. You literally
Shut
thought in your
up.
head, I see what Dave's doing, so now I'm going to do the same thing he is, but I'm just going to change the name, but it's still going to be a food drama thing. Like, you just can't do that, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you
Also,
can, but it's fucking.
Shout out to Paul 3 in the chat. He says, "Where is YR?"
Wires with Joe Cronin. He basically sold out Music Maniacs. Paul, if you want to be added to the call, let me know. Be
Yeah,
glad
please
to add
call in
you in.
YR. That's
Yes, I mean
Paul
Paul
3,
3.
not YR. Fuck you, YR.
Uh, we got yeah, we definitely got to talk about YR. I'm definitely sure. But you were talking about him. But see what you think about this, Danny. He's back with Cronin.
Yeah, I know, and that's fucked up. And he's being a
And
little fucking weasel, and he's
more
going over there.
importantly,
I
is that
saw
where's he
it.
getting this money from? Did he really get? And a lot of people have been telling me this. They suspect that somehow Keith willed him his savings, whatever he had, because we saw a huge jump in regards to what this
Donations.
guy is willing to spend, and he is just dropping money like crazy on Joe's show.
I
And
know.
where's this money coming from? What changed
Exactly.
though? because
the
it
thing
really happened around the time that Keith died.
is
Man,
what's even worse, yeah, Danny, I'm not too sure if you knew about this. Me and Dave have spoke about it privately. Wire was trying to get me to call in on Joe's shows. Like, let me give you some of the let me give you some of the messages that Wire sent me, and he was like, oh, let me go here. Give me a couple of minutes here. Like, he was telling me like this and that. Like it's like,
Joe wants you on. He wants you here and stuff. And I mentioned this to Earl. It's just like what?
yes,
So he can say, "Oh, this guy's got autism and he's people up AR-15
exactly. He wants to
like
hold
he's
that.
done in the past."
Yeah, he likes come on, like we used to talk about show ideas on X, but now he's like, hey, you want? He's like, come on, Joe's show. Like, Joe likes you. He misses you. Blah blah blah. It's like
He
I'm not. I have
misses
no
you.
exactly. It's like I have no desire to be on Joe's show anymore. Especially the way he disrespected me the second time with by showing those clips of me going off. And besides, you may remember Paul, me, and YR, we did a Monday night live stream on my channel where we called out Joe for saying all that bullshit. I mean, you even called him out with those lies that Joe told about me.
Yep.
In fact, one
Yep.
point he even said that I said shit about his wife Leah, and I never even
And
had
you
a
never did.
conversation.
I have.
Exactly.
I've talked shit about Leah, but I've never heard Earl say that. Also, I need to reference Paul Three and said he said that to me too. I believe Paul Three is referencing that
Cronin lied
Joe
about
that
Paul.
he related to Paul Three that Joe wanted Paul Three back on the show. So it seems like that's kind of interesting.
And now the
And
people,
also, I do have to add this one thing is this like Arknolia, Strokelbean, and Earl, fucking they were doing great on Music Maniacs. Okay, YR did add to that too. Not gonna lie,
and
but
Keith with
when
us,
Paul Three was doing Music Maniacs with Dr. Earl and
YR.
YR, I really thought that your show hit its fucking peak because even without me on there and stuff, which you would ask me to come on, and I'd always try to help you out where I could, but like Paul Three really did add. He added something so unique and special that it made you got huge replay value with those fucking shows. I really enjoyed what Paul Three added, and when Paul Three left and stuff, under circumstances, I was disappointed. To be quite honest, I really was, because I really think that the show had hit a high point where it's just like, holy fuck, like these guys are talking about things that I don't know about or that I wanted to learn more about, and I was like, I set up the server for you, Earl, but
Yes,
like I
yes,
was, you, me, Paul, YR even were putting links in the chat and like that stuff was being covered. And it's like, I really enjoyed it. I really read added to the show. And
show
yes, we
ideas as
did
well.
have a good thing going, Paul Three. And
We did.
no, I didn't dox you, nor would I ever. Um, I think that was fucking that black bastard. What's his name?
Prince Idol,
Fucking
Prince
Prince
Idol.
Idol. I think it was him because, yeah, I believe that the fucking around with the server, again, your fucking server that I set up, he fucked with and removed things. And I really do think that he was trying to cause that shit. But yeah, and again, like Paul Three made a good point, like despite any differences or disagreements him and I had in the past and stuff, we could get together and discuss just music, just
Exactly.
enjoy ourselves and share, things that we had in common and stuff. And yeah, I think it was a tragedy that he left, but
I
YR
know.
may have had something to do with that.
I know. So you
hey,
know what's
well,
I think
this
I think the peak episode was when you, Danny, me, YR, and I had Jake DeMarco on the call talking about the AI and used in music compilations and
I
comparisons.
don't believe I was on that show,
He
but
was here, but it
I
was I
yeah,
know
but it
you went
was a
in the
good
show.
show, and you guys, all
Yes,
three of you guys, were having a really good interaction together.
great interaction. It's probably one of the peak episode of that whole it was a peak episode of Music Maniacs without any question. I mean, we had a lot of great time talking about it. I mean, I was pumped up. I was having a great time. I was almost yelling because I was so happy that we
Yeah,
had a great show.
yeah. And Paul Three says it in the chat. Blame it on Wire mingling with that again. The plan was to make it separately.
Yeah,
That's absolutely 100% correct.
you're right. Paul 3, if you want to join the show, we'll definitely add you in, my brother. We
He's
miss
still
you.
in
Doctor,
your server. He's still a member of your server.
I
I
know,
believe he
exactly.
should be able to just jump in here, but
Yeah,
regardless, if he does, that'd be great.
hey, Doctor Earl, talk
yes.
about Discord. I need to add you, Danny, and Dave into my super secret Discord server. So
You have no super secret server. In fact, you're stealing my super secret server name, which was created, I believe, long before. But regardless, also, are you? Can you take some antihistamines or something? Especially fucking clogged up.
I think it's an antihistamine.
What's an
I, I
antihistamine?
I feel that Dave has this hostility against me today. I don't know what's his problem, man.
No, I don't.
Well, let's just say he's not too happy about you, kind of like coming up with a drama diner
No,
2.0.
no, no, not even. I think it's comical. I'm not angry. But again, if Casey's gonna talk shit, I'm just gonna respond and correct the record.
Yeah, speaking of talking shit, Danny, I need to ask about this. You was on the call when Paul called in, calling us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, Dave was interesting to know what exactly did Paul say to all of us on the call because I was
Says
not,
some
I
shit
didn't.
like, I don't trust any of you. You're all fucking complacent. You're not trustworthy. And I was blown away by that. Which I'm not mad at you, Paul. By the way, obviously
Paul,
I'm
call
hearing
the
this
show.
earlier
Get
as
on
I.
the server. Let's go. Let's fight Paul on the server. If the invitation
Okay,
is extended,
He's
please
still in the
accept
server.
it. Do
let him come
yes,
in the
definitely.
server if you want to. But anyways, let me continue, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
So Paul
my
3, I'm
bad.
not mad at you at all, bro. I was kind of blown away that I got lumped into it because when you got apparently doxxed or whatever, I left the server even. I was like, okay, people are doxing now. I'm out too. I followed you and I left. I'm the last motherfucker to do that shit, and I have no reason to do that to you, anyways. Even if I was a dox or a fucking asshole like that, like there's no reason for me to. So, but yeah, that's basically what it was. Like I don't know. He just felt he people here were not trustworthy, and his stuff got put out there. I understand why he would be upset. That's not cool.
Well,
That's why I left too. But as long as the record shows, Paul, like it definitely damn sure wasn't me. Shit, I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even do a lot in the server. I couldn't fucking reply directly to messages that people said. I couldn't use emojis. I just could only type, like like just blandly, like I
Yeah,
didn't. I,
unless he's online, you can't add him in.
I know I tried to do that, unfortunately, but I
I'm
don't know
just
what the
letting you
heck's
know,
going
don't
on.
even bother because unless he's actually online in Discord, you can't add anybody in. That's why we couldn't add
I
Danny.
forgot. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I used Discord to be exactly because we were using it all the time. But then YR switched to StreamYards for the past couple of shows that we did.
And what was it? And let's get to the crux of this. Is what is it exactly? And we have our theories, but what is exactly that made YR just walk away from Music Maniacs? You guys, even just you two, were having a good thing. Um, and actually, like, because you and him have been Music Maniacs, and prior to that, Metal Maniacs, talking fucking,
Heavy
60s
metal.
music on a show called Metal Maniacs, and telling fucking YR that's retarded because your branding's as dumb as fucking Casey's. Why are you talking fucking rock and roll when you're metal? And then eventually the name changed, to Music Maniacs, which made more sense.
and
But
it's better too, by the way. I,
what's that?
What?
I like Music Maniacs better than Metal
Of
Maniacs.
course,
Well,
because it makes more sense, and then everyone can talk about more than just metal. You're talking about fucking,
yes.
folk music or fucking rock and roll. bluegrass, fucking progressive. It makes more sense because the fucking name matches fucking showing.
I know Dave suggested that, and YR got all butthurt. And here's something
Yes, he
else.
did.
In fact, here's something else. There was a magazine publication called Metal Maniacs, same spelling, that focused on the death metal, hardcore metal scene. I was wondering if, by chance, anybody who worked on that magazine back in the day heard about the Metal Maniacs YouTube show. Don't you think that they would probably contact us and say he either change the name or the spelling, or otherwise we would face a lawsuit?
No, I don't think a lawsuit, but they'll probably ask you to change your name.
I was thinking about that, which YR was smart in doing with misspelling purposely the word maniacs on the show.
Well, I mean, even that's a little too close. I mean, but then again, like there's a bar down here called Cheers, but it
Hmm.
has the same font
Spelling
of the
as the previous
cheer.
show.
See, see, it's it has the font from the show, but instead of an S, it's a Z.
I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
there's a lot of those. I
Yep.
I've
think that's
actually,
that
yo,
name.
there's a, I think there's a, around here, there is a bar like that where it's just like they take the font and stuff, but it's not Cheers like, the show and the actual, bar in Boston. It was just like Cheer. But it's just like, come on, you blatantly trying to fucking rip that shit off. It sounds like fucking Casey and his fucking drama fast food restaurant naming convention. Just fucking sad.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying something new, and and I need a little time to flush it out. Okay. I mean, maybe I started with not having it fully prepared, but I mean, maybe some people will get the shits from my fast food drama, but I mean that happens.
Man, how about this
Struggle to
suggestion then,
talk just
Davey?
as much as you struggle to breathe, dude.
How about this, Casey? How about calling it Casey's Friday Night Drama Fest?
Because Casey's never consistent, would be a great name for a show. Because it'll be either Saturday, Friday, Tuesday. Like you can never put a date to when he does things.
Ah, consistent drama. How about that?
Casey
I'm
is
just,
not consistent.
Here you go.
Gaming and wrestling.
Yep.
Casey's Raw Nuts is Raw, drama and such. You're welcome.
Good idea.
After years ago, I used to call Casey that. I used to say Casey's Raw Nuts is Raw.
Raw nuts of
So
drama.
yeah,
well,
Raw
I
Nuts
mean,
and such.
How
Yeah,
about that
Raw
one?
Nuts, drama and such.
Mhm.
Peanuts, pretzels, Raw Nuts and such. Drama
you know,
spectacular.
There you go. Danny MT, you're leaving, Danny?
No.
No, you're not. Oh, I thought you said you were going to take it off soon there. My bad.
No, I
Guys.
said spectacular.
All right, there. So, it's hard to hear it sometimes. Well, I was telling Dave about this new rule at the castle. And what do you guys think about this? Anyone under 21 years of age is not allowed to re-enter the castle once they step outside the establishment. They have to pay the cover charge once again, get in line and stuff. And I guess, of course, a lot of people under 21 years are upset because once in a while they want to step outside, get a few breathers in, catch some fresh air because of the smoke machines in the upstairs stairs area, the patio area as well. And I guess I get one of the big reasons being is that a lot of times kids would go back into their cars, drink whatever booze they have under the car seat, go back in, and something would happen. One of the guys or gals that would go get way too plastered, they would get taken to the hospital for being sick. And one of the things that get put under blast is the staff and management of the club because they have to tell the cops that they were drinking, but a lot of times these kids often drink before they enter the club. There was this one girl I remember at the Leland City Club who was expressing interest to me, but however, she was way plastered. She was 19 years old. And like, here's the thing: she has to drink before she gets in. Then obviously she's unable to purchase alcohol. She has to have somebody do it for her. But the thing is, like, kids under
1 second,
21,
gentlemen,
they
running
got
in the store.
kids under 21. I guess they feel the need to drink, to feel that excitement. They feel that intensity. And when I hear stuff like that, I'm reminded of all these old beer commercials from the 1980s that had Eric Clapton, playing his different version of Crossroads, uh, In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, Steve Winwood's Don't You Know What the Night Can Do being used in those commercials.
You
All
had
these old
Foreigner's
time.
Cold as Ice.
Yep, exactly. And it's like, I remember Jackson Brown spoke about this in the past on an interview. They portray drinking as exciting. They're treating as fun. It's like
God damn
living
it
it
is.
up. Yeah,
Goddamn
exactly.
right it is.
Yeah, and that's like funny thing. I remember reading in a tabloid that when Eric Clapton was in a rehab center for alcohol addiction, one of the most embarrassing moments he had to endure was watching that old commercial he did for that beer company,
What about Spud McKendy?
Spud
Remember that?
McKenzie,
Yeah.
Spuds McKenzie. I remember that. Of course, Alex from Stroh's. I remember those commercials. Well,
Dude,
shit.
I see some of those Bud McKenzie models, I guess, where it's like a plastic model of
I
it.
remember that. Yes.
That's some good memories right there.
Yes. The only commercial I really liked was the original Vanilla Coke commercials from 2001, 2002, where they had that Chaz, what's his last name? I have trouble pronouncing, as the main actor. Can imagine that. You go through a people, and then boom, you're dragged right into a hotel room. Curiosity is a good thing, my man. Though sometimes it can be devastating. Just ask the cat. And then he gets offered a free vanilla Coke. Yeah, it's so
I don't
smooth,
remember
so
that.
refreshing. Oh, that was when look up
I don't remember
vanilla Coke
either.
commercial. Vanilla
You know
Coke
what I
commercial on
remember?
YouTube.
I
I
remember
remember.
fucking Van Halen's Right Now being used for the Crystal Pepsi. Remember
Oh
that
gosh.
commercial?
Yes, I remember that
Caramel,
big time.
caramel.
Yes, and that drink bombed horribly. I remember my mom
It
tried
was
it one time.
terrible. I tried it, and they're like, "Oh, it tastes like Pepsi." No, no, it didn't.
No, it did not at
It tasted
all.
like
It's
Yeah,
it
it
syrup.
was that was
exactly
a big
tastes
flop. They tried to
it
make it cool
tastes
because the fact that it was clear, but it did not fucking taste like
But the
regular
commercial was
Pepsi,
fucking
bro.
fire, man. Like fucking Van Halen right now.
You can't go
There's no
wrong with Van Halen if you're
tomorrow.
on a commercial
I
right
liked Crystal Pepsi back in the day. I think the
You would.
new
Yeah, you
side.
would. You probably snorted it.
No,
and
dude, he's not that cool, dude. He's not. If he was, he'd weigh a lot less.
gosh, I remember one time. I remember my mom tried that Pepsi Crystal Clear, and she said it was like sugared water. I even tried myself. It's like, I don't think so, guys.
You know what else
Go
they
back to
flopped
regular.
on too with Pepsi, bro? Y'all remember the
Wha-
fucking Pepsi Blue that hit for a little bit? That was
Oh
also garbage.
gosh,
Oh,
gosh,
I, I was
Way too sweet. Fucking syrup in a bottle, bro. That shit was too much.
oh
Ugh.
gosh.
I remember that with the Pepsi Blue. I was working at the mall and they had a display of it, and they were giving that shit out for free.
Yes, I remember
And
that as well.
and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna run out there see if I can get like a case." They gave me a full cube of Pepsi Blue because once they ran out, they can leave. So I was like, "Cool." So I took a whole cube and brought it back to work.
Did you say you
So
took a whole cube?
yeah, a whole 24 cube of
A
Pepsi
case?
Blue.
A
What?
case. A case. I've never heard someone refer to it as a cube. I don't know. That's different.
I
A
don't think
cube.
I think a cube is where it's 24 cans in the case. Our five is called a cube.
what?
I don't know. That's some Okie from Muskogee type shit. I don't know. Never heard of a cube. But all right. Okay. So apparently 24 packs of cans are cubes. Interesting. But yeah, no, it doesn't surprise you they were giving away Pepsi Blue. It was fucking absolute garbage. Actually, that's mean of them to do because they shouldn't be pushing that on anybody for free. Even that's fucked up. Stuff was trash.
Yeah, it was not good. It looked
Did
like
you guys ever try
fucking
Orbits?
Yeah,
no.
Orbits
Oh,
actually
that shit
was,
was disgusting.
dude.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. That or
Sound went out
Danny,
a little bit
your
there.
shitty Texas connection is fucking up there.
Yeah. I noticed your voice went
We
out
just
a bit
lost you,
there. I know. It's like, dude, I remember when the vanilla Coke
Danny.
came out, the competition, we got to also talk about the competition between Coke and Pepsi, especially now with the energy drinks that both are producing. I remember years back when the vanilla Coke first made its debut, not too long afterwards, we had vanilla Pepsi. And let's not
True.
forget,
I remember that.
yes, and let's not forget, Pepsi with lime, Coke with lime. It's like,
Yep.
damn,
Yep.
I
It's like what they're doing with fucking beer these days. It's like just why? Why are you fucking adding lime to fuck a light beer? Like your beer's already shitty. Like what do you know?
I mean
competition.
I do like the lime Coke and the vanilla Coke. I'm more of a Coke fan. You can call me a Coke head. How
Oh
much I like
gosh. Oh
No, we can't.
gosh.
You're not that cool, dude. You're
No.
not that cool. You've never skied in your life. Come on.
eating. Like I'm talking about Coca Cola. I'm such a fan of that. That's why I came up with a brand new name. You can call me the Coke head for that.
Yeah,
Right
but if
there.
you really were a fan, you'd be drinking Mexican Coke, which is the greatest because it uses sugar
sugar
cane,
cane.
which Trump has said, bring back the sugar cane in Coke, and that looks like it's gonna actually be great.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to pay fucking $3.99 for one bottle of fucking Mexican Coke when if we could just do that here, I'd be paying like
No,
buck
we're
50
doing that
maybe.
here in the States as well.
Yeah, man, them
One
little fucking taquerias around here, bro. They sell them. They sell the Mexican cokes, obviously, but
Yeah, but
they
you're
are
next to the border,
expensive.
dude. They're probably a lot cheaper. I mean, in Canada,
No,
remember, it's got to
really
cross the
not. They're
border.
fucking stupid expensive, dude. Like, believe it or
Really?
not.
Even
Yeah,
still,
they charge the
that's
shit out of
retarded.
that, bro. Mm-mm.
Maybe
you
we got
what,
to hire
Dave?
the cartel to import it.
You know what? We should probably extend an invitation to Mr. Ryan the Heel.
He says, "No, I'm good. I'll watch on the sidelines and support."
Okay, well, shout out to you, Ryan, for putting Wire in his place. And Jacob R. Pee Wee.
Ryan, birthday, Jordans, thank you. 11 and a half, thank you.
I still
Um,
gotta marvel at myself for putting that fool in his place when he talks about, oh, I need a wingman because I don't get no girls. Like he said that to YR on one of the YR shows. You may
I'm gonna step out for a joint, but I'll
remember. Okay,
be listening, and I'll be back in a bit.
right, sweet there. Oh, dude.
Like how
Excuse
much
me.
stuff kids need to smoke?
Hmm.
I mean,
What, Casey?
I'm just trolling, Dave. But no, I mean, let me ask you something. Could you tell the difference between, let's say, we blindfold you and do that whole
Taste
Pepsi and
test,
Coke,
taste test thing
yeah, taste testing? Do you think you could tell the difference?
between Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah.
For sure.
For me, it would
Completely
be.
different taste.
We'll have
Well,
to.
that's my personal
I
opinion.
never
I
tried
don't know
that.
about you, Doc, but bro, Pepsi and Coca-Cola taste completely fucking different.
Coke
Uh,
has
and I'm not a Pepsi fan at all. I love Coca-Cola and cocaine, but I can't do cocaine anymore. But yeah, Coca-Cola, I love that too. And for whatever reason, up north, whenever I got transferred up to New York, up there, they're huge Pepsi fans and Mountain
Mm,
Dew fans, where down
ah,
in Texas, it's
wow.
Coca-Cola and Sprite. I don't, I don't know, man. Some stores, like some little bodegas, they didn't even have Coke available. It was literally all Pepsi, and I would get pissed off.
Wow.
Man, fuck that trash. I don't like Pepsi. I think it's fucking garbage.
You know what?
seen Coke.
I'm surprised nobody's ever mentioned Fago out of Detroit.
Fago. That sounds familiar. I gotta Google that. Why does that sound familiar? Unless maybe I'm thinking of Fanta. Is it Faygo?
No,
Fago.
it's yes, it's Fay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it is Fago,
Okay.
based out of Detroit, Michigan. It's on the factory is located on Gratiot Avenue, back in
Oh yeah, I've
D-town.
seen this shit. It's super fucking cheap. I figured it was like an off. Is that an off brand or something, or is that an actual Detroit like drink? It's not an off
It's a
brand. It's
Detroit
your own
drink without
product.
sugar, along with Werther's Ginger Ale. Both are legit Detroit-based drinks. ICP brags about Fago all the time. They drink it, they splash it on their audience members at their shows. It's a
Is
Fago
that what they're
fest.
pouring on their head and shit when they're doing that
Yep.
weird shit?
Yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I lo-
Absolutely.
I've seen that in clips or whatever. They're dumping that shit over their head. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, and the Fago, props to Fago because they came up with a lot of interesting flavors. Rock and Rye, Moon Mist, which is their take on Mountain Dew. They had cherry Pepsi, cherry Fago. They had all these assorted different flavors. Rock and Rye was one of my favorites.
I don't think I've ever had it. I'm pretty
Oh,
damn sure that I haven't. I
you
know
know,
that I've seen it now that I looked it up and I'm seeing the label and all that. I definitely recognize that, but I've
gosh,
never had it.
oh
It's
man,
cheap. I'll give it a try.
because
They
it's
do have
because
diet, so I can do that. Diet.
Mm. What's kind of funny is that there was very limited sources where you're able to find Fago Cola in Texas when I was there. There was a couple of stores here and there. I was like, oh wow. But most of I saw was in the 20-ounce bottles at the gas stations. I know there's a couple of Fagos in one of the gas stations where I live here in Florida. It's like,
Let me
geez,
ask
wouldn't
you
it be nice to have some the full 2 liters of Fago here in the Sunshine State? It would be nice.
That's some good
let me
weed.
then have
Also, quickly got to add, I've heard of Fago up here in Canada. Heard
Canada?
of it.
Mm.
Also, YR is a big fan of Yoo-Hoo. I believe that's what it's called. Ain't that fucking just chocolate and water?
I
Like,
never
isn't that
tried it.
like
I never
the
tried it
gayest
myself.
fucking?
I remember the commercial for that years ago, having all these dudes say "Yoo-hoo." It's like, no, thank you.
Well,
I
actually, that sounds kind of gay. Yoo-Hoo, so it makes perfect sense why I would love it. I do remind you, people. I remind you all because I've got the evidence, and I have fucking show it on air on my drama streams. But YR he tried to do a circle jerk with a bunch of people virtually on a fucking stream, and he was trying to jack. Well, he was jack, and Keith was on there. And he was literally, and you could hear it. He was
no.
jacking it, and he
Happen,
was
snapping
moaning
away.
too. And,
What?
and and then people are like, Dave, why are you taking it so hard? It's because I was fucking traumatized by actually witnessing.
Oh gosh.
Because he was moaning for real
Uh,
on
Yeah.
pogo stick. Right, Danny?
Damn.
Dear pogo stick. I gotta say though, real quick on that because I'm gonna vomit if I fucking listen to that shit. I will say at least when it comes to YooHoo, yeah, I remember trying that when I came to this country, and yeah, it's basically really chalky fucking chocolate milk,
But
which
it's
is
water.
not
It's
too
not
bad when
even
you're a
like
little
milk
fucking
has a
kid, but when you get
creaminess to
older,
it.
like it's time to grow out of it. Like if you're in your 30s or 40s and you're still eating Fruit Loops, there's a problem with you. It's
come on.
kind of like if you're a 30 or
Stand for
40-year-old and you have YooHoo in your fucking refrigerator,
If
it's
you
time to
want,
grow up.
if you want
Come
Oh,
on.
legit
who's McFuego? Who's McFuego here? What's the Discord link? That's Earl's Discord. You just
yeah,
don't just jump in. You got to get the special invite. So that means you need to be on Discord. Just fucking click a link like fucking
if it's Jacob
the
RPG,
StreamYard bullshit.
Just don't
Why
ask
not?
Dave or Dave will drag his feet to get you into the
Shut
show.
up. No, hey, maybe calling in to apologize to Dr. Earl. You
yeah,
know, maybe
I,
he's trying to make
if
amends.
it is him, if it is him.
I-
But that's the thing. I mean, is he on Discord? If this truly is Jacob RP, um, he can contact me, I guess, and then I can add him into the Discord.
well,
Yeah,
you
he's in
guys.
fucking. He's in the foul mouth chat. So
Mm.
if it really is him, he can contact me that way. The fake, fuego.
I just
Then
checked
Dr.
his
Earl,
chat.
badass fucking job on the thumbnails for our pictures, bro. And I love the fucking picture when you have the fists up like you're ready to fucking punch someone in the face. Appreciate it.
I
All
guess
right
it is
there.
Appreciate
him.
that.
It is
Mhm.
him.
It is Jacob
Oh, what? Yeah, I
RP.
just saw. Yeah, I just got a.
Oh wow.
Where did that?
He's changed his name on Discord now to Jacob Fuego. But hey,
Mm.
do you want to add him in? I
Well,
wouldn't
if
have a
he
problem.
well
It's
if he
not
has
fucking. It's not SE Steve who will fucking. He will face ramifications for his actions, and he's
I'm
still
so
fucking around. He's still in this community. Okay.
yeah, but why we don't know? Because he knows he's
Because
disliked
because
everywhere.
he had an absent father figure, as I talked about. He is fucking desperate for fucking attention. When he doesn't get it, he literally fucking try to get people like Ken fired from their jobs, saying that they're going around to spread COVID around.
Okay,
Okay,
let's tell you
that's
what.
one.
Let's add Jacob to the call there and see what he has to
Let
say
me.
at this mix.
Can
So
you
while
do it
you
or?
start adding that, go ahead and give me
All
and
right.
Tiff a shout out. Happy birthday to us.
Well,
Hello.
that's right.
All
That's
right.
right. Well, no. Actually, it's 1 a.m. Eastern, so it's an
Eastern,
hour
but
after that. Because that's
Our
you can't
difference.
EST. You can't spell best without EST. Okay, so the Eastern time zone is the best time zone. I don't give a fuck if you're in Central there, but okay, let's celebrate your fucking imaginary time there. It's 12:01, 12:02. Okay,
imaginary.
happy official
We'll leave it
birthday, you
imaginary fucking
Soviet
Democrat.
sucker.
Happy birthday, Danny, my man.
Feliz
Thank you very much.
cumpleaños, hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta, pinche pendejo. Chinga la madre de baboso.
Chinga, chinga tu madre. All right,
Oh,
you want him in?
Okay, let's bring him in and see what he has to say.
All right,
As long as
so
it's legit.
um,
Because I know YR brought him in on one of our shows there. He was talking about, oh, I didn't know I was in a beef with Dr. Earl.
well, he should behave himself, to be quite honest.
Sure,
Um,
because well, I
again,
remember.
I've made this the point as well is the fact that I even admitted this. He is not the worst, the worst
Yep, it's him.
Hispanic in this community. It's fucking SC Steve, and I said I was wrong, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Jacob RP or Jacob Fuego, el Fuego.
¿Cómo se dice?
Yo,
Fuego. ¿Cómo estás, güey?
Doctor Brown. I thought we squashed all our beef.
Well, here's the thing. You need also. Well, let me talk about this. There
Yeah,
were
I
a
thought
let's
few.
we
square it
didn't
down
have
here,
any beef.
guys. Let's
What
Okay,
happened
let's
to
go.
us being cool and not really having beef?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just
So
Well,
Jacob's coming in with good faith. Let's
that's good.
actually, again, unlike YR, who doesn't build, he builds bridges so that they get destroyed or he fucking sabotages them. Here, with Dr. Earl, we actually build solidified bridges that will last forever and things are resolved.
Okay,
I
so
would love, I'm
Jacob.
going to shut up
Well,
now and I
Jake.
want to hear both of you guys.
Okay, let me start up this whole thing. I know you said we squash it beef, but here's the thing that I needed to point out. There was that one conversation when I called in on Dave's Drama Diner where he was reviewing the music show where YR was called the idiot by Arknoia and the Arknoia departed. I I called in on Dave's show to give the lowdown what happened afterwards. I get added to a call where you, YR, and somebody else, and you went off on me for calling on Dave's show, claiming that I threw YR under the bus when that never happened. Even ask YR. I never threw anybody under the bus. The one that got thrown under the bus was SC Quevia. That was done by Dave himself. And you went off on me, called me Dracula, fuck you, Dr. Earl, how dare you, blah, blah, blah. You removed me off the call just for no reason, even though I didn't do
Yeah,
anything
he has
wrong.
that bad habit.
And plus, there were a couple of times where you took shots at me because of the vampire gear. You called me Dracula. You asked me stupid questions that the usual normie would ask to a goth girl or a goth dude, like, do you sleep upside down? So
That is kind of funny.
yeah, in
That is
fact,
kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
and plus, let's not forget the times where you ask you, no, did you have sex with these girls that you do selfies with? Like, did you have sex with this girl? I want to know. I want to know. It's like, what's it to you, man?
That is kind of gay
Yeah, it's
to
like,
want to know somebody else's sex life.
yeah, it's like, it can explain those things that I just threw onto the table.
Okay, first of all, I don't think I said any of that in that tone that you're saying it in. Usually, when I'm on the show with YR, we're just fucking around, having fun. So the way you said it sounds very different from probably how I said it.
Yeah.
And I know in the past you have like mixed up stories and you forgot certain details. Yeah, most of the times we're just fucking around, bro, on the show. Even Dave said it was funny. So it was just
No, no, hold on. I said that one thing was funny, but everything else that Dr. Earl was saying, it's just like
And then hold on, I'm
you have
not
a
finished.
reputation.
And
You have
then
a rep.
with
You asked
everything
me a
else,
question, right?
that Dr. Brown said, he
Yeah,
said something about I
I can mute
was
you.
going off on him. I don't think I was going off on you. I was just, I
Dude,
guess,
you
kind of
screamed at me
defending
full
YR, I
throttle.
guess. But
You screamed at me left, right, for calling. I think it was because I called it
all
on
right, but
Dave's
what? You
show.
want me to hug you? You want a cookie? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you soft now, Dr. Brown? What the fuck?
Don't be
Not,
mean. Don't be
Well,
mean,
not,
Jacob.
you're
That's
don't
taking the
be
wrong
mean, dude.
stance here.
Don't
You're
be
not
mean,
be
dude.
you're taking the wrong stance because you're being allowed in. Okay, the only way to get you to be on this call was to add you to his server, which I can
I was
simply
always
snap
on
my
Music
fingers and
Maniacs
you're gone.
before. I was
But the
always
thing
on
is,
Music
though,
Maniacs before.
what?
A couple of times, I know that.
I used to always be on Music Maniacs. Are you guys even actually talking about music, or is this what?
No, the
No, this is
show.
fucking.
I think the show may be gone. YR is now involved with Joe Cronin.
All right. So, anyways, I didn't. All right. First of all, I wanted to put my 2 cents on everything that's happened. I didn't want to come in here and argue with Dr. Brown over stuff that I don't. Bro, honestly, we don't have any beef, Dr. Brown. We're cool. Well, on my part, I think. But I wanted to react to like how what YR is doing nowadays. And bro, honestly, I was watching Joe today, and I don't know him asking for YR's Cash App on the daily. It's like I don't know, bro. It kind of sounds weird, bro, in a way. Like,
It is weird. Can you do me a favor though, Jacob? Please, can you tell me happy birthday?
when was your birthday?
It's right now.
It's today.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
like, all
Thank
right.
you
So
for
with
that.
YR, it's kind of funny because I mean, I kind of expected this because YR always said he wanted to be on Joe's show. Oh, let's work for Joe. Oh, let's be on Joe's show.
No,
And
what do
well,
you think Drama Club was about? It was the
why,
anti
right?
Joe.
why would you want to be on Cronin's show now? I can understand.
That's actually well because it
You
sucks
know
so
why?
bad
You
when
want
I
to know
know
why?
things for
Because
somebody
honestly,
who's
you want to know why? All right. So Joe's always gonna be Joe. He's always gonna be, he's always gonna have. I always watch Joe no matter what. I still watch Joe here and there. That's never really gonna stop. Because Joe does his thing, and even though he's at a really bad place right now, where he's like kind of like begging a little too much, it kind of sounds a little weird. I love Joe. He's still funny, still makes me laugh, but I don't know. And then seeing him get older, and it's just like he's just some old guy now. Basically begging people for money. Not really begging, but like like
Oh, he's
just the way
begging.
he says it. The way he says it. The way he says it. I don't know. Like, it's kind of weird. But who am I to even fuck around and say shit? Because that's his thing. That's his
exactly.
lifestyle. That's his. And I respect it. No disrespect. I'm just saying. It kind of sounds like he's
So
just
who are
like
you anyways?
He
You're
sounds
just
like
he's
some
just
he
like
says
pushing it. He's just like throwing it out there. He's not really trying anymore. And that kind of like it's a sad little thing to see. But
I
I
don't
guess
know.
things
I
change.
think he's upped his grift game. I mean, like
But I
he's
still
made
watch
a
Joe.
list.
I still
He's
think
made a
he's funny. I
list of his
still like
fucking
Joe.
expenses. So
Allegedly,
especially the water bill.
expenses. I mean, come on. Like, is he not paying any of his bills? If
how does
I
the
No,
would
water
it's a
not get cut
lie.
off
It's a lie,
at
dude.
fucking $3,300? How do they not electricity if it's fucking 3,000? Like what
300,
place does he live in?
300 should have been the cutoff by then.
Yes, yes. And that's multiple months. It's like, okay, you're not paying your bill. Let this
Literally in his area, I looked it up per AI chat GBT / Wikipedia in his area of Massachusetts, it can go as high as 500, then you're cut off. 500. Thank you, not 3,300. 500.
But he's
So
got a
yeah.
shopping list. It's like one of those Amazon lists or the fucking whatever it is that they give during the weddings, where they give you a list of all the different things that they want to
Oh,
buy.
what the fuck
A
do you call
registry,
that
right?
shit?
A
Yeah, you
registry.
register. Yeah, the
Oh my,
registry, whatever. So people
that's
can
so
send you a
annoying.
fucking blender and a fucking microwave and a
Oh,
yeah.
that's what he's doing though.
Like, I mean,
And okay,
Non-wedding fucking registry.
it's like it's not just a water bill. It's like
but is
it's
there
let.
anything worthy of donating? Like back in the past, yeah, donating and stuff when the show was good, it was warranted. If you're enjoying it so much and you want your hard money that you spend, who gives a
Well,
fuck
you
if you?
all left the show. You all left the show.
And
But
Joe
why?
is still
But that's
butthurt over it.
no. But see, that's a
Not
different story. We're first talking about the money and that it's if people want to donate and stuff, if it's enjoyable. Joe had that. But what? And you said, oh, he was the one. He's the problem. How can you not get this? How can you go through fucking four co-hosts and still think that it's not Joe? How can you even think that?
Like multiple people
Well, just deal
look
with it.
to him.
Just deal with it.
So, do you think that every co-host left because they were a petulant child that was immature and tried to go over, or do you think maybe alienated them, tried to control them in such a way that people with self-respect would be like, no, I'm not going to let you treat me, and I'm not going to have to fucking deal with waiting on you hand and foot because JB and I could talk about this. It was like we were producing content for him for a separate website to air, like to try to make him money and stuff, but like in a way that was profitable, reviewing wrestling. So Joe had the idea of JB and talk about different wrestling interviews with independent wrestlers and stuff for Joe. He was late on uploading the stuff, and like by the time that he did, the information that we were doing, it's sort of like so old that it was just like nobody would tune in. And that's
Oh,
just one thing. The Final Frontier News was supposed to generate him money, and we had all these ideas, making it professional. He had that with JB for another sports site. Like we try to help him. Everyone that fucking went through that factory, um, they try to help him so much, and we all left.
Dave, it's like I was reviewing his content about Maven earlier. Actually, it was when he was about Maven and Just Incredible, and he was going on like, I built this whole thing from the ground up all by myself. And like, hold on, that's a fuck you to all his co-hosts from the past and present, by the way. Like, not giving no one credit. That's a giant fuck you.
What
So
did
like,
Good point.
I'm like
Did you talk
when he,
about that on your show?
yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched that yet, but I do plan to.
I
No,
think
I'm just saying he says that he's pretty much not giving any credit to anyone. Like when I'm doing my Saturday is Raw or Friday is Raw, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, this is all because of me." Like I guarantee you, I wouldn't have that show if I didn't have anyone that joined me because I'll be like, I would probably bring up a point and then it's like, I'll be done because I got nothing to throw against bounce off with someone, you know? Like that's why it's great to have a conversation. You can't take credit with that. Like you yeah, you could do it on your own, but when it's obviously you're not, like you're just taking credit on your own and fuck everyone else.
cool story. And yes, Dave, by the way, yes it is. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna see if somebody else was gonna say something because I didn't know if it would be mine in my area whenever I'm by the house and it gets fucking shitty. I fucking hate that. But yes, it is cutting in and out. Not bad, but it is. Um yeah, so tomorrow, everybody tune in to Daddy MT's Drama Bed and Breakfast.
See, at least that's a better name than fucking Casey's.
God damn it! I'm gonna stick my
Join me
lawyer.
in the morning for the bed and breakfast drama.
Damn it! I'm gonna have my lawyer stick on you. You cannot take my idea and put a spin on
You
it.
got money for lawyers. You spend all your money on video games.
I'll give I'll give my lawyer video game to get you for him.
Fucking Super Mario Brothers can't be your fucking lawyer there, Casey, right? Sonic the Hedgehog is an attorney. Sorry.
That
So we're not gonna hear from YR anymore, are we?
Not only on Joe's program. That's about it. Is all you have to say.
Oh,
Yeah, how you feel about that, Jacob? Jacob? He basically ghosted me in favor to go to Joe. In addition to that, I was telling everybody about this, including Dave, Casey, Danny. YR was encouraging me to call in on Joe's show again. I was like, I have no time for Joe Cronin. I'm busy doing something way more important and way more fun than being a
come on! Don't
monopolist.
be mean. Come on.
Yeah, come on, my ass, plum. Joe,
Oh, what? Joe, the big bag boogeyman now? What the fuck? You guys can handle Joe? What the hell?
it's not about him. John,
He made all of you. He made literally all of you. Nah, I'm just kidding.
yeah, but
Funny.
He made every single one of you, bro. That's
No,
where we
it's,
come from, bro. Joe Cronin
no,
show. What the fuck?
is my audio better?
a lot better
yeah,
now.
A lot
Yes.
better.
So far,
It
Yeah,
is.
yes.
somebody was in the
1, 2,
chat
3,
saying
4.
that Dave's audio was cutting it out left and right.
No, multiple. But we had Danny here confirm that. But hopefully it's better. I think I
Yeah,
did
no, it's
something.
coming in perfect now. You're
Okay,
good.
I know
Nice,
what the problem
nice,
is. Okay,
sweet.
thank you
All
very
right.
much. You've focused on this. Jacob, no, he did not
Here
make
we
us. First of
go.
all,
We made
how
us.
many
We
millions
all
of
made
views?
us.
Hold on. How many millions of views did I get on my lewd call? Okay, don't tell me he made me. I was doing other things prior to fucking jumping on with Joe Cronin.
Oh, you were. You
I
were.
was
You
doing
were.
podcasts.
I
Um,
know. I know. I know. I didn't mean it like
But the
that.
thing is, though, of course,
Excuse
this
me.
interaction created something that many people have held on
Let me put
to
it this way.
for
Let me
all these
put it
years.
this way. When I think of monetize this, the good old days, I think of Dave Rose too. So,
No, I
So
appreciate
why?
that.
But it doesn't mean that he made him. Dave Rose
all
was
right.
a
No, that's what I was trying to
Let's
get
not
to.
dig
Is
too
that
Dave
deep into the
Rose
word.
fucking helped
the
monetize things.
interactions,
There was a
the
handful of
interactions
people that
created something.
I
helped
was
him.
just kidding. I was just kidding.
No, but see, okay, so Jacob, this is a good point that I want to make right now. It's just like, okay, there's a time to fucking troll and be retarded, and there's a time to just fucking drop that fucking act. I know you're trying to act big and stuff to be with the big boys. It's like
Drop
you can
what
act
act? What
normal,
act are you talking about?
you
I
can
have no
act
idea what you're
normal
talking
and just not fucking bust
about.
people's balls.
I'm just busting your balls, and apparently you can't
But
handle
that's
it.
no, it's not that. It's just that there's a time and place for that.
What do you mean there's a
Because if
time and
you're
place?
always busting
Is this the
somebody's
wrong
people's
place right now?
balls, no, hold on. If you're always busting somebody's balls and shit, or
But
you're
you're the
doing
only
it
one
just
having a problem with it, though. Like,
no, no, hold on. Fucking Earl was just talking about it earlier. So like, no,
no, that
you're
was a different
trying
issue,
to
though. That was
fucking
more
make
of a me and him issue. When honestly,
this is
Dr. Earl,
why
I don't think
people
we
don't
ever
like
really
you,
had
man.
beef. It was just
This is why
miscommunication, bro.
people don't like you. You have to accept the fact that what I'm stating is not out of malice. It's just simple observations that other people have confirmed. Okay, so
Dr. Earl, not everybody has to like you, Dr. Earl.
Well, I know not have to like
nobody
him
has to
as
like
well.
me
Not
either.
everybody has to like you, you know?
Yes, right there.
And that's fine. But the thing is, though, we're having a conversation here. And again, if you can't act like the mature person, then you can't blame people that just don't want to interact with you. I mean, like you came in saying, well, I'm cool with you, Dr. Earl, but just
For
like Dr.
saying
Earl,
that
what
Joe
led you
made
to
you?
give me my.
What the fuck?
See,
Jeez.
does
Are you
anyone want to give a
serious right
crack at
now?
this
What
or
the?
what? Because, like,
Let me
I
let
can't
me add
blame,
let me say this, Dave
Sounds
made
weird. I
Dave.
don't know. That sounds weird, bro. I wasn't that
Every
serious. It was not that
every
serious.
okay there. Oh, so Jacob, are we
It was
cool with
not
one
that
another?
serious.
I
I
was
am. I'm cool with
tonight.
Don't
you. I
play off
find you
the
Okay,
funny.
fact that
I
you're
okay,
find
talk
trolling,
like
Dr.
a
Earl
Jacob. Do
funny.
not
woman,
fucking
I,
sit
woman.
here and be like, it's not that serious,
You
bro.
talk like
okay.
a
Now,
Do
woman,
not
dude.
play off that you're fucking being a little troll right now. Come on.
right there. I
No, but
swear
see,
on
the thing is,
this.
I could just
Right
remove
there.
him. I could just literally hang up on
I
him or
don't think
remove him
me
from the
saying that
server.
Joe made you is considers me a troll though. What the hell?
Look, I
But
can mute you. The next time you talk over
I'm a
me, I'm muting
troll
you.
for saying that,
Jacob, let me
Danny
say
MT.
this. Let me say this.
Just
Let me
being
say,
trolly, yeah. Are you taking that offensively now? Are you
No,
being
I've muted him.
are you
I've
being
muted him.
defensive?
let me
I've
say
muted him.
this. In the terms of monetize this, how it was back in the day, Dave made the show, Ken made the show, Tommy made the show, JB made the show, Drew made the show, Jesse made the show, Joe just made mush. Period. And now it's even more mush now.
Well,
I
I'll
muted
say
him.
this. I'm gonna disagree with you on that. Everything you said was good until you said Dave. Or, I'm sorry, not Dave. Joe made mush. Joe actually was working well with all of them, and he did a good job of being funny. And he's a hitter, Like I was even laughing at shit when he and I were going back and forth, and he and I were not cool. Because of the whole Tommy thing, whatever, he still was being funny. But when he lost the people that helped build him a fucking pyramid, like a solid founded fucking pyramid of good shit, when he lost everybody, now it's mush.
Yeah, it is.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, and the fact is that everybody left for their reasons, Robert personal, were professional, and Joe had an issue with it because, as I mentioned, it's been mentioned many times before on various platforms, he has
Guys,
abandonment issues. And plus, let me point this out. Everyone is left. Ken left, you left, Dave, Drew left, you know, um, everyone, Tommy especially left. His hairline definitely left. Now the only one's left is Leo.
No, he didn't have one to begin with, Doc. What are you talking about? The hairline left before he started.
Wow. And how?
2005, I started, guys. Hairline was not there. Motherfuckers
Wow.
didn't even hit puberty
Jeez.
yet. Hairline already gone.
I'm going to be 60 next year and I still have a full set of hair. And how old is this guy? 30 something? I got 39, 40.
No, he's my age. He is 40. Well, yeah. So today I'm 41. He's a couple months older than me, so he's 41.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Damn.
Damn, I
you're
can't
gonna
believe
be
I'm
60?
41, bro. Oh my god, when I came in this motherfucker, I
Earl,
was like
Yes.
31, 32. Holy shit.
I think Dave wants to. What's up, Dave?
am I still sounding bad?
No, you
No.
sound great, dude.
Yeah.
Still
Because
sound
yeah,
great.
I was trying to say a few words, but I guess Danny might not be able to hear me. But you're gonna be 60.
I'm going to be 60 next year.
You don't look 60, and like again, the
Many
full head of
people said
hair
that.
is another
Hmm.
thing that
Not at
shows
all.
good
He
health.
doesn't. Oh, what happened? Who did we lose? Oh, Casey
Um,
dipped.
oh,
Okay.
okay. I guess Casey
I've
dipped it.
also unmuted Jacob RP
Okay, there.
because again, he couldn't control himself.
Come back,
All right.
Papa Fritas.
That's
Papas
crazy, bro.
fritas.
That sounds crazy. That sounds kind of similar to what happened with Charlie Kirk, bro.
Well, they
Yeah,
got
Whoa! Don't bring
because me muting you is equivalent to getting shot in the neck. Yes.
A couple words, man. Like,
well, I heard
you.
that was wearing a bulletproof vest and it
No,
ricocheted
we're not
off
getting.
his.
No, we're not getting into fucking Charlie Kirk from here.
Yeah, I'd rather
Okay.
not either.
Let's let.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
that on fucking show tomorrow as a birthday. Well, actually, it's today because it is uh,
Saturday.
Saturday the 20th.
that was pretty
Danny
sad,
and
man.
Danny
That
and
was a very sad
Tiff's
day.
birthday. I provide a birthday gift of me doing a fucking a, a show on conspiracy and fucking giving you all the information that I've acquired so far and walking through all the theories and stuff. And many people have asked me to do that because nobody does it better than Dave Rose.
I don't think
Um,
there is a conspiracy, really, to be honest.
well, watch my show and then let me know what you think.
Well, let me
But yeah,
add
I'll be
this.
talking about it. I've got a lot of evidence that I'm going to put up and stuff, and I'm just going to ask people to make up their own minds. But that's tomorrow.
Well, let me add this. Because of what happened with Charlie Kirk, we have now something that has been needed for a long time.
Let's not
Consequence
talk about
culture.
this.
My sister told me about this. It's like now all the trannies,
All right, so we're gonna have to rewrite the Constitution then.
Not really.
Right.
Actually, I want to ask Jacob RP something. Sorry, Jacob Fuego, as he's going under his new name. So you heard Did you have you been watching from the beginning, or did you just jump in randomly?
What were you
Because
guys talking about?
I'm wondering if you heard about my decision to start doing a show on Saturdays in competition
Oh,
to
you want to go
both
against
Joe
Jordan
and Ken.
Kent?
Yep. Well, Casey, I mean, I know he's here, but he doesn't count, you know. He's like the fucking indies to the fucking main promotions. But no, he's backyard wrestling to the indies. That's how low he is on the scale. But like, yeah, I want to do a show the way I want to do it and the way I think it would be great. I don't know if you heard, you know, that while I was discussing it way earlier in this video. I don't know how
Why
long you've been.
don't why don't why don't all you softies just do a show together? Same show. Save us all
Well,
It
the
I
better,
would do a show. I would
Or
do a show
maybe
with. I'd do a show with Ken, but
save
Mello's
us
there.
all the headache.
Dave,
Well,
it
yeah, but
better not
Dave
be.
does not like mellow yellow.
And then Ken hates Joe.
Hey,
exactly.
hey,
You're never gonna. No, don't expect Joe and Ken to ever get back together. Okay, so it's not gonna happen. Even JB, I
That
don't
was
think is ever
always
gonna get back
YR's
to
dream.
shows.
That was always YR's dream, not me.
Yeah,
Dave,
I remember that.
No, but
now, if
again,
you're
the point is, I need to ask Jacob this. Again, you were wrong in trying to use the word competition when me and Ken, you know, called you out on that episode that I did, but this is what you meant. I realized it, analyzed it. It's just like, this is what Jacob wanted. He wanted it to go back to the day where you've got like 3, 4 people airing at the same time, talking shit about each other or like doing shit that's just entertaining better than the other show because, oh, this fucking co host fucking boring. Let's go check this show. And like that's what you really meant. You really wanted to go back to those COVID days where everyone was basically stuck at home anyways. So they're fucking doing shows and stuff, and you've got like 4 shows happening at the same time. And many of the times there was drama going between those shows. So like you could just switch back and forth, and like one would review the other live, and then they'd do and all that sort of shit. That's what you wanted. That I figured it out. And well, I'm gonna do a fucking show on Saturday, and it's gonna be fucking great. I don't give a fuck how many people are watching because the thing is, not only do I know I do a good show, the fact is
Oh
you bring my
wait.
value, and
Dave.
I'm gonna have fun. That's the whole point. No drama, just fucking fun.
But wait,
Get
hold on.
bits, all that shit.
Isn't your audience Ken's audience too? Isn't it the same audience? So like you're gonna make people choose.
That's the Joe Crota mentality. That's the Joe Crota mentality.
How? If you and Ken are gonna be live at the same time, and I want to watch you both, what am I gonna do?
you
Actually,
can
there's some
watch
people that watch Ken that don't like me,
Well, tell
so
you
it's
what,
not
watch
really
on
the
your
exact
computer.
same audience.
How about watch from your computer Joe's program, and then watch from your phone Ken's program?
yeah, that
Or how about this? Just enjoy whatever show you want on your computer or on your TV the best way you want, and then realize, holy shit, there's the other guy who did a show, it's fucking X number of hours long. Well, you know what? I'll play that while I'm driving to work, or I'm stuck at work, or I'm fucking traveling on the subway. Well, you've got at least something else you can listen to later. So it's really
that's
not.
true.
Is it?
That's true.
It's not a. I'm
Bro,
not anti what
Ken
they do.
lately has been fucking hilarious, bro. His shows are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey,
How do you
Dave.
say that with Mello on there? Like Mello
Well, he
literally is
hasn't been
talking
on
over
there.
Ken
He
all the
hasn't been
time.
on there for a couple of shows now.
Well,
I
because
think
you're talking about the shows he did during the week. It's not fucking. It's not his
I haven't
usual.
seen Mello
It's
on
not the
Ken's show
staple
for like a month
show.
now.
It's not the
he
staple
was
show.
there last
Melo's
Saturday.
just like a Saturday guy. He's not like
He is. He was
Exactly.
there
regular
last Saturday.
weekday.
He
Again, Ken
was.
has done shows driving or just in his garage back in his old place, and those were fun and enjoyable. You know, again, like Ken is just an enjoyable guy to watch. He's fucking funny, and he, thinks about things, and a lot of people agree with him. So, and he's willing to have a discussion. So,
Hold on.
again,
I
it just
just
speaks more of the person,
I
not
just
the
realized
situation.
something, Dave. Are you
Hmm?
saying you're no longer going to come out and hang out with me on Saturday as well?
Well, that's the cost. Unfortunately, that is the cost of doing what I want to see. Because yeah, you know what, I do enjoy. Like I really like. Again, Saturday is my highlight because I fucking love being on your Casey is Saturday or whatever the fuck. Again, your show names Casey is Raw. It's just such bad naming. but I love being on there, especially when fucking Tex and Joe get on there, Joe Compton. Like those guys, I mix real well with.
I used to love when
Obviously,
you
you
were
got
on
fucking
Chaotic
AJ
Behavior, Dave.
Richter and you got fucking Kratos. I'm down with those guys too. We see, like we have a lot in common and stuff. We have fun talking. Um, I love your rat dog. I would never wish it any harm, and I want you to keep it
All
away from any
right, all
Chinese
right, all right.
restaurants. Shut the fuck up. But yeah,
Dave, I'm telling
Jesus.
just
you
what's
now.
again. I want to do a show. I want to do what I joined. Like Ken came to me, wanted to do Friday Night Fire. I was like, okay, but it's got to be under these conditions. He's like, absolutely, let's do this, and we did it. Monetize this when the
What
golden age,
conditions?
Jacob, the golden age. There was structure in that because I even told Joe we need to start with like something
Wait, wait, wait,
serious
wait,
and
wait.
blah
You
blah,
gave Ken
and then
conditions?
move into the fucking insanity.
You gave Ken conditions?
Yeah, I said Mello's not on there. I said fucking no fucking
What?
sound effects fucking played over and over again fucking 300 times. And Ken was like, yeah.
What?
And Ken was
How?
fine with it. What is that a
What?
surprise? How is that a surprise?
Why are you so bossy, Dave? Why are you so?
He's not bossy, Jacob. He's not bossy. He's not in
That's Ken's
any
show.
It's
That's
not
what
fun.
makes Ken's show great. The clips and the bits and the
Yeah, for low IQ fucks like yourself.
what? But wait, Ken
Oh,
does it though. So you're saying Ken is low IQ? What the fuck?
what
I'm
did
saying he
Jacob?
likes to attract low
Let
IQ
me
fucks.
well
It's
let me
easy.
say this,
What?
Jacob. Let me say this. Dave is not in any way a fan of Mellow
Why are you
Yellow
so
whatsoever.
strict, Dave? Though, like, what the fuck?
I have self-respect, and again, I don't have to be part of anything. I do this for fun, right? Nobody, and Ken never paid me and all that sort of shit. Like, it was like not like Joe, like where it's just like 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 I'm willing to pay you if you fucking do certain things, blah blah blah. And he might not, but it's just like with Ken, it's just like we work well together, and and again, I said I wanted a different show than fucking Insomniac. I didn't want the same format as Insomniac. Insomniac is unique on its own. When I was doing Monetize This, I didn't want fucking the corrupted podcast to be similar. I wanted it to be different, and it was that it was specific and it was different from Monetize This, even though many of the people that were involved in both were on both, it was different and it needed to be. That's why I wanted Friday Night Fire to be different than Insomniac, and it certainly was. Look at the shit that we pulled when it was going. Even when fucking Nikki Nines
Mars Mira.
and Mars Mira left, like we still kept it to the formula that made it different than Insomniac. I don't want to watch, dude. I don't want to watch just a hangout all the time. Everyone just hanging out. I want to see skits and bits. I want to see something funny, and I've got ideas for funny, and I'm gonna do it. Again, nobody's doing it on YouTube that I can see that I enjoy. I'm gonna just do the show that I want to do.
Dave,
Is
I'm
that
telling you right
bad?
now. Dave, I'm telling you right now, if your Saturday show is called Saturday is Devious, I'll sue you for that.
That's funny. That's fucking funny. Maybe I'll do a commercial for that just as a parody.
I should maybe make a few posts like I do for my upcoming live streams.
So what do you think about that, Jacob? Do you want me to air at the same time as Joe and Ken? Like you said you don't watch Joe, but you watch Ken. So like, but do you really think like that's going to cause a problem, or like is it bad for you or bad for I don't understand your logic. So please explain to me.
Well, the logic is if you and Ken are going to be on at the same time, it's going to be hard to choose, and you're going to have to flip back and forth. So there is logic.
But isn't that what
Or
you wanted though? Isn't that your competition definition?
Yeah, yeah. But if Ken is on and you're on, you know,
or you could do
nine,
Okay,
like
okay.
dates.
So but here's the thing though, it's just
nine
like
times out of 10,
what is it that you did? Okay, let's break it down then. What do you want to see? What the fuck do you okay, with the talents like Ken, with the talents like me, maybe Casey. But like again, with these people that are available to do shows, what is it that you want to see in this community? Like, what is it that you want to see when it comes to like content? Is it just a hangout with a bunch of people just talking for a few hours? Is it
You know
like
what? You know
retro
what's funny? I
talk?
actually, I
What do you
actually
want to see?
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about just hanging out and then skits and bits in the content, right? I actually do understand that. I've noticed that a lot of shows are just hangouts sometimes, and
Hmm.
sometimes it gets quiet and it gets weird and monotone and whatever, blah blah blah. But I understand where you're coming from, but I don't. I like the way things are. I don't really need too much change, and I don't know. I like how Ken is. I like how Joe is, and I like how you do. So I don't
But
know.
it can't be at the
Maybe-
same time against each other. That's what you're saying. I'm just asking.
Uh, well, no, that'd be hard. I mean, it's like
But
if Raw,
Ken and Joe are
SmackDown,
already
and
going against
ECW
each
and
other.
fucking NXT were all on at the same time. It's like, what the fuck? What do I watch? Like,
Yeah, but Ken and Joe are already against each other. So it's just like uh,
yeah, but they've always
what's another fucking person going against them, right?
yeah, I
It ain't
guess.
no election. You're not splitting a vote. It's like people, and again, some people that watch
No,
Joe don't
but
like me.
then again,
Yeah.
it's the same audience, the same fucking people. So it's like you're gonna be
No,
spreading out you know, our
no,
community is really
it's not.
small.
There's
It's still
people
kind
that
of
hate
small.
me on Joe's side. So
Yeah,
it's just
but
like,
you can watch. Hate watching. People do it to hate watch. So
that is true, but
I mean,
okay, I'll grant you that.
I hate watch Dave all the time.
I wouldn't expect any less from you, Casey.
that's funny. But yeah, I mean, I like how things are. I just wish.
So no more competition. Shut your competition down.
Oh man, Ken.
Dave said,
Go.
like, you
I guess he'd just rather see me on fucking an obscure channel like fucking
Oh, it's just, things
Casey's
have
Raw.
changed, man. Things have changed. It's been a long time since the fun was going.
Yeah, but
Now
okay, can't you watch a show after? Like, okay, so like
yeah,
you
of
watch
course,
like
yeah,
Ken,
of
and
course,
I
of
I
course.
did a
That's why
show
they
the same
usually do
time.
at
It was 3 hours
times.
long. You can't go like you can't be entertained during your fucking work day when it's fucking boring. It's like, oh my god, what can I do? Oh, there's fucking Dave did a stream. Let's just fucking put that in the
Oh, so
background
we're
while I
talking about.
fucking
I'm talking about like a
watch paint
Saturday
dry.
night. If it's a Saturday night, it's hard to like. It's Saturday night.
Oh,
You
come
want
on,
to.
man. Are you telling me that because it's Saturday night, you got nothing to do and now it's like what? You're watching TV and you realize I've got fucking 25 channels of fucking high definition, things. I can't choose between all of it because it's all fucking. Really? You just can't choose one? And why not channel surf? Go back and forth. Is that bad? What's
he
the
No,
needs
deal?
it's
to
I
just
don't get it.
sometimes
he needs
watching it live is a lot better than.
he needs that TV from Back to the Future too, where he can focus on 4 channels at the same time. We didn't really get that TV. I mean, Back to the Future 2 lied to us about that one. So, I mean, that's how we can fix it is we invent a TV where you can watch 4 things at once and have the sound on at the same time as well. That's the solution.
Okay.
Well said.
The wise Casey
Seriously.
has spoken.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna dip out here because I got big plans. Birthday. Hello. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank you
there.
so much
Happy
for letting me come
birthday,
on.
Danny, to you, man.
Thank you. I hope y'all all have a wonderful evening and all that good shit. And we will check you out here later on today.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Yeah,
Thank you
happy
so much,
birthday,
Casey.
man. Have a good one, Danny. Thank you for being
All
on
right.
with us.
Absolutely. Y'all be easy.
All right, there. All right.
It's like that you can like always go back and listen to it. I mean, I listen to podcasts or all the
Wait, so
time.
they
So do I as
Dr.
well.
Brown, I gotta ask
Yeah.
you. I gotta ask you,
Yes.
Dr. Brown.
Yes. Go ahead.
So listen, you did a lot of shows with YR, and you know that YR always had before, always had Keith on his shows, right?
Yes, yes.
And I want to ask you for your reaction, sincerely, only because me, you, YR, we were all part of that little, that little small little Music Maniac circle back then. I want to ask you, what's your honest reaction to what happened with Keith? Is it real? Is it true? Like,
It is real, yes. For I understand, but many sources, he is no longer with us, and I'm suspecting he probably got back on the triple C's once again. Because you remember, me, YR, and a few others jumped down Keith's throat, warning him about taking those things. But, many times Keith went back on his word, he started doing them again. And I'm thinking maybe that's what ended his life.
maybe.
There was a obituary on him, right, online. So, but I guess you can fake that. But why would you go to uh that low to do that? Make a fake obituary.
No, it's just, I mean, because I did so many shows myself as well with YR, Keith was always there a lot of times, which, I always was against, but I mean, he was always there. And, many, many shows YR had Keith on. It's just, it's a part of,
It shows
Keith, whatever person he was, he was still a part kind of like,
the
all of
community.
it. Kind, technically, so.
I know YR was kind of upset that I didn't do a tribute on the guy after his passing, but at the same time, you got to remember what he did. And we all know what he did. We all know what he got in trouble for.
I don't think
And
it's that. I think it's just like what people see him as. People see him as a freak, as a weirdo freak, and well, they saw
that's
him
it.
like that, and
That's
that's
it.
why he was always kind of like outcasted. And yeah, he did whatever he did, but like honestly, we can all agree that Keith wasn't all there anyways. So
We
it's
all
not like
know
he
that's
was.
for sure. All I can say
You know,
about that part is be glad he was not put into regular prison time because they would have tore the shit out of him.
Oh
but
yeah.
still, Keith was still, a person that, a lot of us did shows with. Even though I was really against it. I was always against a lot of people that YR did shows with. Me and YR's connection, it went to a certain extent, but I always, always was against certain people being on those shows.
Yeah, but
Um,
you certainly moaned with him.
but me and YR, we get along well. We have nice chemistry, me and him. I know all of you guys hate us, but me and him are we did a lot of shows because we just had nothing else to do, and we just did shows together, and we just talked and had fun. And we rarely talk anymore though because I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing, and now he's with Joe, so like he's probably not gonna talk to any of us for a while, or at least reply
Till I
later.
run out of Keith's money.
But and that's a pretty funny joke. That that's a funny joke. I heard that I think on Ken's show, but
Who
you
who
know.
do you think started saying that on stream?
But the thing that gets me is that he was just, when I was doing Metal Maniacs with YR, I was still able to do shows with Minnesota Vikings fan. I mean, could not YR do that with Joe and then myself for the music show that we were used to do? Or is YR's gotten
I
to
don't
his
see.
head that he doesn't need Dr. Earl no more, he just needs Joe?
Well, it's more like Joe needs him with that money.
Yep.
And
No,
it's
but
mostly
honestly,
But
that's
apparently
mostly
fun.
his
YR
fault.
is the only one that's donating on some streams.
It's fun
Yes.
being on Joe's show though. Like I get why YR wants to be over
It
there
was fun. Not
Why?
now.
Hold on. Let him explain why. What
because
co-host stands out right now?
All right, the logic is, YR fits Joe's demographic. Like YR, he's goofy and he likes to fuck games, and Joe likes to fuck around and be funny and have a good time, have basically all out chaos and freedom to do whatever and say whatever and have fun and monetize this, and then Joe is still Joe, JCS. And YR always said he wanted to be on Joe's show. It's just YR used to like not be able to be up late, and Joe does late shows, and now I
Dude, he
guess.
started Drama Diner anti-Joe. Like, how can you say that?
What are you talking about?
Can somebody remind this guy what happened a few years ago with the whole drama club? I
The
What
mean,
about
drama,
it?
the drama club 2.0
oh
that
my
YR
god.
had with Scott.
No, what's your point though? What are you getting at?
Oh my god. Forget it.
I don't know. I think I was making a good little speech there, and you kind of like just said, "Can someone remind the guy of what? What happened?"
Well, YR got back together with Scott. It was when me and Arknoy had YR and Keith on the shows doing the music
Who
programs
cares,
together.
man? That was in the
Scott,
past.
YR, Mars Mira, fucking Old Man Davey, Jesse J,
You were
and then
there
eventually
too.
myself were fucking the drama club, which was anti Joe. Okay. YR spearheaded that with Scott and others joined and stuff because they had grievances against Joe. So don't tell me that shit. Again, how do you not even know about Drama Club?
What are you talking about? I was there in the audience. I know about Drama Club. I know what. What
So
are you
you're
going off
saying
about though? But what are you going off
so
about though?
the point is that YR was extremely anti
Joe.
Joe.
He was. He
Things
was.
So
change
don't
and people
fucking go,
change.
"Oh, I don't
Things
know.
change,
I'm
people
just
change.
fucking
I
stuck on
guess
the diesel."
things change, people change. I guess
Okay?
it's been a long
But
time.
don't
It's been a long
fucking
time since
don't
then. It's been a long
ignore the
time since Drama
past that
Club.
happened. You said you were there, and then you should fucking realize that.
But who
YR was
cares? Who
anti-Joe.
cares? That was then. This is now. Like,
Because the point is, you claimed it didn't happen, and the fact is, it did. He was pro Joe, then he got fucking burned. He was anti Joe. Drama Club started. Now he's pro Joe again.
we've all
Okay,
flip flopped.
is
We've
it
all
that
flip
so?
flopped. We've
It's so
all
fucking
flip
difficult.
flopped. We've all flip flop
Okay,
shows.
let
What?
me educate you. Okay, let other people talk and stuff, and I'll let you
You're the
talk
one talking
yourself.
over everybody. What?
No, no, no. I don't interrupt you or talk over you. I'll stop you.
What? You interrupt me all the time. What are you talking about?
Okay, continue. Say, floor's yours. The floor is yours.
Well, now the floor is mine. Okay.
Well, now
Anyways,
it is.
anyways, listen. That was then. This is now. Who cares? That was the past. People change. Things change. Dave is right though. Things have happened in before in the past, and yes, YR was anti-Joe, but you know, one thing that's always been about YR is that he's always wanted to have fun. So like, he just wants to have fun on Joe's show. That's it. Joe's show is not toxic as much. He likes to have just fun and he loves Joe. He loves Joe. I think he did Drama Club just to fuck around and be cool with you guys.
No, he had grievances.
And honestly, you
So,
guys all fit together anyways. You guys had awesome shows together, bro. I still sometimes watch some of the shows you guys did back then. Like you, Scott, Mars, Ken, all of you, Dave, you too, including you. Like you were there, so what? Like you were there too, so what? You hate Ken, Joe, what? Like
That has nothing to do with it.
our brain hurts.
so what?
Uh,
All of you guys have done shows together, bro. Like how can you all guys be split now? Like that makes no sense. You guys all did shows together, and you guys never confronted each other about what the fuck the beef is. Like
yeah, we have. I mean, even
yeah,
Joe and Ken
you and
try to
Joe have talked.
fucking.
You and Joe have talked before recently, yes.
Ken and Joe did had a episode together. I
I
guess it
remember
was
that.
both
I remember
podcasts.
that
Yeah,
with
to make
Tommy.
fun
I
of.
think. I remember that with Tommy. I think that was like a year ago. I think.
So, I mean, let me ask you something. So, all these co-hosts left him, right? Well, he didn't drive all those co-hosts away. They left him. Like, when i- isn't that the common denominator, Joe? Like, he's the one. He's always apparently the problem. Like, I mean, when you have good people like Jake DeMarco and Drew left his channel, I mean, that's pretty bad when you lose
Well,
those two.
bro. I mean, Vince wasn't really liked by every wrestler. You know, like if you get what I'm saying. but he still did what he had to do an awesome show. And if you piss him off, you piss him off. If not, then you're cool. I guess everybody has their rules and standards and whatever.
Joe's no Vince McMahon either. I mean,
Even
No,
though
I
I'm
he
just
mean,
saying it in the sense. I'm saying it in the sense of like people always joked around that he's like the creator of all these communities and this community, and because Joe Cronin show, and it all started there, and a lot of people started watching this community because of him, and of course Ken and then the Cat Man, and then Dave too. Dave has some people that
not me,
started
not
with
me.
him.
I started this in this community watching the Super Ugly show. Then later to Farmhouse Network, and then to Joe Cronin.
Okay, all right. Like I said, some people started with Ken, some people started with Joe, but majority was Joe. Majority.
see, I started watching when the whole thing between when Tommy MC was like the butt of the joke. Like it
The
was
heel of the
him.
show.
Huh?
The heel. He was the
Yeah,
main heel of Monetize This.
yeah. That was like when I was starting to come into that scene when Tommy was the heel, and like when he was raging out every week. Like that was, even though I would troll Tommy, like he was honestly the hook for me to go into Cronin's show. But I mean, and then you have JB, Ken, Jake DeMarco, and a bunch of other people. Was just made it even better. I mean, now it's just they have subpar people on this channel.
Yeah, one of the guys that we were talking about, Garguts. And now with
No comment.
Bullfrog as well, and Bullfrog on there, back on there as well, and of course YR.
Um, I I was hearing rumors for a little bit before Bullfrog showed up that he died. I was
Nope,
I didn't want
nope.
I like. Well, I know he's alive, but I'm just saying, like he was gone for
Unfortunately.
a while.
In
But I was
fact,
like,
by the way,
go
I
ahead.
should bring this up here about Bullfrog. Did you hear? Dave knows about this. Did you hear that he hit it up my nephew on Discord many weeks back,
N-
just out of the blue?
no.
My nephew told me, "Do you know this guy named Bullfrog?" He sent me a
Oh,
couple of text messages
no.
with heart emojis or whatever you call them, and it's like, "Yo, hey, what's up? Yo, hit me up later on." It's like, and we confronted Bullfrog, and Bullfrog was giving us its excuse like, "Oh, I'm trying to hit up Prince Ido." It's like, "No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Okay, no, you weren't."
Yeah,
We
actually, sorry, I was just having a smoke. But yeah, I about the bullfrog and the nephew thing.
Oh
Fucking
my.
Earl sent me the fucking screenshots and shit,
yes,
and then he sent me the chat conversation with Bullfrog, and Bullfrog denied it.
exactly. He did. But then again, that's Bullfrog's MO for the word go.
Dude, I talk about Bullfrog. Like I was kind of trolling Joe from an alt account, and I was trying to get Bullfrog to shout out my alt account on the show, just trolling. And he was like, "Hey, why don't you donate $50 for him on Joe's show?" Like, I'm not donating $50 to Joe's show. Like just because Bullfrog asked me to.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
y- like I can show the DM on that, but like that's sad when you having your other people asking for money now. You know?
Let him be on another one's show, like YR tried to do. Come on Joe's show, or Dr. Earl. Yo, he misses you. He always liked you. Bullshit. If he really liked me, he would have confronted me man to man about my
Exactly.
issue with the suicide issues and take it from there. Talk it out. But no, he had
Exactly.
to compile all those
Exactly.
bits. But all those clips of me going off on this person, that person, he compiled that all together, purposely making me look like a psychopath. And you all know
Yep,
I'm
and
not.
actually, you're so right on that because he's done this to multiple people that he's been involved with. Is that he's very selective in certain clips that he plays. So he'll cobble together, sort of a video and or at least a clip and make it look like somebody isn't anything close to what they are. So
Yeah.
He has people getting those clips for him too. Like, let's not just think he's doing it on his own. People are probably like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this out of context and send it to
no,
Joe."
no, no. Joe has basically taken he's certainly taken the initiative to do that himself. Has he relied on other people? Sure, but in a lot. You see this in the videos that he's done in the past against former co-hosts. Is that he's personally attacked them because he was a puss.
They left because they left his platform. He couldn't handle it.
And honestly, I started seeing that ever since. I mean, you guys were saying when Tommy C left, but I started seeing shades of it when JD left him, and then when JB left, and then it just got worse and worse when Ken left, and so on and so forth.
People forget that Ken, it wasn't just JB that was offered big money. Big money. I was lucky to even get $20 once in a while, but like JB was offered big money. Ken was as well, and like Ken was like the thing is they made fun of Ken. This is another thing that's hilarious. They made fun of Ken. While he was on Corrupted because he would fall asleep. Why? Because the guy had done fucking monetize this, then did Corrupted. And again, Corrupted would go to fucking sometimes 6, 7 in the morning. So like this guy falls asleep on the call. He's not getting paid what he needs to fucking be paying all his bills with. So he's like, no, Joe, I'm gonna have to decline being on Corrupted, and I'm gonna have to fucking work as a bouncer at a fucking club and shit. And he did that for a while. Um, Joe got mad at that, talked shit about him, and they tried to reconcile. So like Joe came back, Ken came back, and he brought Filthy with him, which a lot of people say that was a great thing with Corrupted. It's just like Filthy really brought something different.
And
And
JB included as well. It was a fight. Remember, it was all those guys: Joe,
no,
Ken, Filthy.
but I'm talking phases here. So like we talked about the JB phase. Now we have like JB's not there no more, but it's Joe, Ken, and Filthy, and because they try to reconcile, and Ken, was trying to reconcile, help him out, and even still, the guy acted in a certain way, and Ken, left, and he tried to get Filthy to go with them to continue to do the podcast.
Corrupted.
And Phil's like, nah, I'm fucking with my boy Ken, and I'm not I'm not gonna be working with you. And that also pissed off Joe.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact that maybe people don't know, but that is a fucking fact. That's the
And
timeline.
Filthy's a great dude. Like,
Oh, he's
he's
amazing. I love hearing that guy.
yeah, he's fun as fuck. Very knowledgeable. I mean, I enjoy every time I sit down and talk with the guy because he's just like we could just talk for hours, dude. Like because he's such a funny dude and intelligent. Like unlike Dave, he's an asshole prick.
And I'm not intelligent. Make sure to
I'm
add that one.
I'm
I'm a
kidding.
knuckle dragging moron.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Dave. But um no, it's God. No, Filthy is a great addition to the Ken show too. So like yeah, I agree with Dave on that.
Well, the bottom line is that it's Joe. Like, arguments have been made, especially by Jacob here. Like, no, like, these people left. No, You can't blame these people for leaving when they try to give Joe everything.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
knowing that, they just were trying to build a channel, have some fun, and he would make money off it, which would mean, you could continue working with them. And it was never about like, oh, I expect a paycheck. And this is how he treats his co-hosts and former co-hosts. And you're right, Casey. You were said like it's like the show that he's running today, because I don't watch that show, but I get sent clips. It's nothing compared to the past, and it certainly doesn't seem enjoyable. I don't even know who could endure that sort of bullshit.
Yeah. And let's not forget the Firebird situation. Wire was upset over that. In fact, he had a donation set up to help out Firebird in his predicament. For those who may not remember, some dude back in D Town, Detroit, he was trying to he informed Joe that he was homeless. He was living in his car, and he was asking for some help, and Joe basically didn't really help the guy. It was Drew who spilled that story on Ken's program that one night. When we all heard about it, it's like, really, Joe? Really? Really, Joe? Really? Here's one of your
Yeah.
donators, and you're not going to help the dude out?
I mean, that doesn't shock me. I mean, dude, like how
Support your
many?
supporters.
Yeah, it's kind of like how when uh Joe would intentionally when Ken would probably say something about his channel, and he was trying to like you know sleazily put it in there. He would try to edit it out. So it's like it's never to help other people, Like I mean, it's like I said earlier, he always thinks it's just him and not none of his co-hosts help
It's
at
about,
all.
yeah, we all know, agree. It's all about Joe. Everything has to be about Joe. Joe is the creator. Joe is the main god of this community. Joe is God altogether. Bing, bam,
Yeah,
boom. It's like, it's me. Well, sorry.
it's- yeah, definitely God. He's the man who's like, he worked on the sixth day, but on the seventh day he rested.
Yep, exactly. And Joe feels that he is at a. In fact, the funny thing is, he has issues with God. We all know that, but yet he's willing to. He says, "Oh God, help me," blah blah blah. But yet he says God's name in vain so many times before, and we all know what a big no-no that is.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a bad habit to say GD all the time,
I
so I
I
can't.
never say that word. I never say those two words. I say "dang gummit" a couple of times.
Dag nabbit.
Yep,
Dang.
I refuse to
I
say
mean,
those
even
two
my
words.
I like my vocabulary from the 1930s and 40s.
Nice.
like I know my mom hated it every time I would say that, and it would be something like I'm pissed off, and I would say that, but like especially when I'm even an adult. I never cussed in front of my parents until I was an adult
Well, yeah,
because I.
it was our parents used to cuss in front of us many times. My mom and dad used to say those two words multiple times when they were upset.
mm, Well, I mean, I'm not gonna straight up tell I blame my parents. What's funny is that my mom would blame my late wife. That that's why I had the mouth I was. Like, no, I had this mouth when I was in school. I was just had the the fear in God of me about my parents if I would said anything like that in front of them. Like I grew up where you do something bad like that, you're gonna get a whooping, and in the not a bad way where you're gonna get all black and blue. You just get a cracked of whooping. Let's say that. But I'm sorry. I kind of rambled off. I'm sorry,
It's okay,
Doctor.
Dave. It's
Oh, you
okay,
pulled the
dude.
Dave Rose, yes.
No
I'm
problem.
not gonna lie. I would love to hear Dave's Charlie Kirk show tomorrow.
You'll hear it tomorrow. That was the
Right.
birthday gift that well today.
I'm
I
also
keep
waiting for
forgetting.
the drama dire on the following day as well. There,
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
lots of there. All right, gentlemen.
You
I'm.
know,
Go ahead, Casey.
oh, sorry.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna.
what's on the diner menu? I'm just curious.
Well, you'll have to read the description as I always do. I never explain the description. Um, but yeah, you have to read that to decipher who and what will be discussed. So,
I know one of them will be the man that we just talked about moments ago. All right,
I
there.
will
again,
be getting my menu though. I'll be not only putting the menu up, I'll put the prices up
yeah,
too.
nothing you're copying from me. But yeah, I think Dr. Earl wants to wrap the show up. Try to read the
I
room
gotta
there,
get.
Casey. So
It's
yeah,
about 2 in
exactly.
the morning. I got a shower to take. Got to get ready for work tomorrow.
Exactly. Let this guy fucking live his life, Casey, please.
Right there.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
It was a
Thank
great
you.
show. You had fucking, I
We
think
had
you
a
topped
great
out at
time.
fucking
Yes,
12
we
viewers
did.
or something.
Yes, we did. Had a lot of great. Oh, Dave, this coming Sunday night after I get home from work, 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, I'll be live with a Sunday night techno set. I invite you and Casey to join in and listen with the volume cranked up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I appreciate. Now I got on your Discord. I mean, I like always hanging out with you, Doctor Earl.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
Not Dave so
You're
much.
And Dave as well. Always have
I
fun
was
with
gonna say, not Dave so much.
Oh,
But yeah, a great way to wrap it up.
yep,
At least, Jacob RP isn't interrupting us every time we fucking talk.
yep.
But yeah, I'll drop out.
Okay.
And great show. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Thank you, Dave, for being a part of this program. Much love to you. And Casey, you have a good one just as well there. What you doing this afternoon? Since it's already Saturday.
Originally, tomorrow we were gonna do the AEW All Out reaction on my friend's channel, but
I see that.
that has been canceled for other reasons. So most likely, at least Saturday is Raw, but probably gonna react to WrestlePalooza. Probably.
I heard about that. Yes. I'm so. It's like, where did WrestlePalooza came about? It's like a new thing or something that the WWE just conjured up as a different form of WrestleMania.
They kind of digged it out from ECW's.
Mm.
That was an ECW pay per view name that they stole,
Oh
but they're
yeah,
using the counter c- produce over AEW.
yes. Because remember, WWE now owns ECW as well as WCW. Hence,
Yeah,
all the old names of the old WCW pay-per-view events are now being hosted by NXT.
yeah, and now what sucks is not everything's under one umbrella. That like under like Peacock or the WWE Network. Now you have to have ESPN if you want to watch the fucking pay per view.
I know it's like, geez, like what the heck? Triple H, he's making deals left and right, right and left. I mean, like ESPN, A&E. I mean, like the rest of Palooza. I mean, like Triple A, TNA. It's like, geez.
I mean, TKO knows how to work it. I mean, I like the AAA idea because I mean that's something different. I mean, I like to give it some a product like that as a view because I mean it's good wrestling. I
Yeah,
just
I heard about it. Yeah, yes.
but it's
But now,
like watching New Japan and like I'm sure the wrestling's good, but I'm like I'm not gonna know who the hell between one Japanese wrestler to from another.
Hmm. You know,
Unlike
so what do you and
sorry,
well, we'll end this on one little question here. What do you think about the next WrestleMania being in Saudi Arabia?
God.
I know everybody feels the same way. I know when the announcement was made, many people in the crowd were like, "You sold out, you sold out, you sold out." It's like, didn't they say that back when they first started doing Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia
That
a couple years ago?
that's true. And honestly, you know what? It was eventually gonna happen.
Yeah, in
Unlike
fact, of course, it's about the big boot and bucks that the people in Saudi
yeah,
Arabia are definitely paying them.
I mean, it was eventually gonna happen. I mean, it's kind of like I'm more worried about the ticket prices. I mean, people always bring up about this package where, oh, you pay $40,000 in your front seat. Well, it's not just you sit in the front seat for $40,000. There's a lot of perks that come with it. But I'm more worried about the ticket prices for the nosebleeds went from like $15 to well, I'm hearing up to $300 now where the nosebleeds are. Like
I
that's
would not be
insane.
surprised. I would not be surprised because that's how they do it now. Whether it's regular concert tickets or wrestling events, everyone's got to
Yeah.
pay big ass bucks to be up in the front row. I can imagine. I'm afraid to find out how a front row seat at any wrestling event nowadays would have to cost. I'm afraid to even hear the numbers.
Well, it's definitely in the thousands. It'd be shocking if it broke over 10,000 just to sit like in like the second or third row.
You have to
I
have
mean,
about 20 jobs or rob 20 ATM machines for just one ticket.
oh my God, before I take off, I
Mhm.
gotta tell you this one thing. What's funny at my job, like, it's in the shady area, and someone jumped over the barbed wire fence at my job,
Uh-huh.
and they broke into the soda machine, but
Mm.
they broke the bill reader slash credit card reader deal. They
Wow.
broke that they broke that piece off, and I'm gonna assume they figured the dollar bills are inside the card reader deal
Mm.
because they just ripped that thing off and then they just left.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, what are you trying to like figure the dollar bills are inside that yellow box?
I think
Like,
that's what they're presuming. You know how stupid
like,
some cooks can be.
like that dollar bill is like so far into that machine you had to break into it at. I'm like, I can understand if you're gonna try to use the whole quarter with a hole with a fish line trick,
Mm.
but even that you can't even do that no more because I believe they have like a razor blade will cut that
Mm.
string off.
Yeah, exactly.
But
These machines of today, they are now equipped to catch any trying and any form of theft that's going to be committed. You try to
yeah,
steal, you try to do something with someone's credit card, boom, you got cold busted.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they're cracking down
I
on these crooks without a question.
but I do appreciate you having me on. It was a
I'm
fun
glad
night to
it
talk.
was a fun night, indeed. I'm glad you were able to join the show, Casey.
I appreciate you having me on. It was fun.
All right, Daz. It was indeed a very fun Friday night for Shizzle. You have a good
You
one,
have
Casey.
you have a good night, bro.
Got it. Have a good one. Bye bye, Casey.
Bye, bro.
All right. Bye, dude. Okay, and I guess that wraps up tonight's program. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening slash morning. Don't forget, as I mentioned moments ago, I'll be live once again on my channel with a brand new Sunday night techno set for your listening pleasure. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button and that notification bell. And everybody, enjoy your Saturday. I will be later on tonight as well. Y'all have a good one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.